This is the DLS Stars watch along for Game 2. Our Stanley Cup playoff coverage is brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. And by Happiest Hour, your home base and the best place to check and catch the NHL playoffs. And, of course, cheer on the Dallas Stars. Just steps away from the AAC, it's the ultimate spot with over 50 beers and more than 40 TVs for all the big moments every single game day. Happiest Hour, your favorite spot for the Stanley Cup playoffs. Big welcome in to everybody watching our watch along on Victory Plus. Of course, our regulars on YouTube as well. From Victory Plus, Brent Severyn is back with us for Game 2. You know you have to stay with us now superstitiously, but you're also come from the Victory Plus Stars broadcast.
You have to put Canada after that?
So Brent Severyn is here. Craig Ludwig is here physically, if not mentally.
Your microphone's over there. That if this game goes to OT, that the Stars game may start on True TV.
True TV.
True.
Yeah.
Did they already say that?
No, I haven't heard.
It's either that or TBS. Usually. So.
Okay. Sam Nestler. John Anderson is our producer. He is behind the controls, and there he is briefly. I'm Owen Newkirk. We do want to give you a quick update on our ball knower bonus before we get to tonight's puck drop. Let's talk about a brand new thing here at DLS, and it is the ball knower bonus. You can win a gift card to the ALLCITY merch store if you make your pick correctly. Here's how it works. First, you make your pick. Then you place an order in the ALLCITY merch store, $25 minimum. If you pick correctly, then you get a gift card to the merch store for the same amount as your original order. Here's the important thing. You must click our link, which is in the chat on YouTube, also in the show description on YouTube, to bet and get your gift card. We are betting on Wyatt Johnston whether or not he scores a goal in Game 3 of the Stars-Jets series. If you're right and you place at least the minimum order, you will win. So make sure you make your pick. For all you ball knowers out there, or in this case, puck knowers, pick correctly. You're going to get a gift card from us for the same amount. That's the ball knower bonus. And by the way, check out the two most recent additions to our merch store, Wyatt Johnston 16-bit shirt and the Mikko Finisher.
Finland! One of those are you getting, Sevy?
I'm going to get Wyatt Johnston.
I like that one.
If
I like the finisher
I'm going to
too.
pick a forward, which is really hard for me to do.
You are a forward.
No.
No, stop. They know nothing.
Why don't you just call him a goon and really insult him? Right?
Be careful over there.
No, you know exactly.
You think?
You prefer the word enforcer.
Thank you.
Thank you. See, I'm standing up for you.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Enforcer sounds like
What's
a
that
Power
called
Ranger.
again? Ball knowledge?
Ball knower.
Ball knower bonus.
That reminds me of your Mando read. Doesn't it?
That is a fun
Follow that
read.
up
Similar.
with Mando. Because that talks about
Is this on the right channel?
buttocks and...
I don't know.
Okay. Let's see if we can find that. So make
What do
sure
you
we
wanna
don't
watch,
miss.
Friends?
Yeah, please.
Go to TBS.
Hey, Sev, we did a big pregame show just now, but I'd like to get your take on the impact of Josh Morrissey coming back for the Winnipeg Jets.
Well, you've talked about it, right?
We
Every
have.
aspect. Let's go every aspect.
Let's do it.
So not only does he affect the top
True
pairing,
TV.
but he also affects the second pairing. Pionk and Sandberg, I believe, is the two guys. They were talking about those. Now they could put four guys out and kind of separate them or roll them over, if you will,
It hasn't
during
started
the game. So
It'll flip over to that
it's going to be important for them. It's a big ask from Morrissey, who was hurt, obviously. How hurt is he? If you're the Dallas Stars, you dump it in and you run the living, you know what, out of them.
That's what Lud said in our pregame
a
show.
little
He said
softy and go
he
after
said
it.
he was favoring his right side.
channel where I can't talk freely?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
I
talk
mean,
freely?
no.
We are-
If you're talking about the colorfulness of your language, you have to be careful.
You can't
Okay.
talk like
'Cause we were
Craig
on
Ludwig.
Victory
That's why I
Plus.
figured I'd ask.
It's a good ask.
Yeah, fair
But
enough.
Luds was talking about this during the pregame show. As he said, he was clearly favoring his right side.
Yep.
We wondered if it maybe was his shoulder from the leaving early in Game 7 against the Blues. And he said, "Go ahead, Sam. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's all right." He goes, "Go ahead and test that right side."
Yep.
And see whether he is okay to play or not.
Yeah, and sometimes the problem with that, Luds, is the proper dumps. Because if you keep throwing at his side, you warm him up, and he's breaking out like nothing, and you're not getting there, then it's a disadvantage. So it's the appropriate dump, and you can't just be hitting to hit. You got to make sure you're timing it properly, getting it in properly.
And like we try to, I'm sure you guys would do. like that little chip behind
Yes.
them, make
Oh,
them
yeah.
turn and go
Yeah.
instead
Don't you
of
not wanna
yeah.
see that?
If you can do that,
wanna
There was
see
a guy
I
named
just
Eric
can't see
Lindros
that.
that used to do that. Remember that nonsense?
yeah. There's
Oh.
still an imprint of me in one of the
That's
corners in
right.
one of them boards.
Broke it. Oh, heck's what I'm talking about.
GM Ben delivering a bowl of
We're gonna need a
pretzels
cooler.
It's
I
a
think.
football.
Can we?
Sebby's got his own bag of chips too.
and
Thank you,
a
sir.
bowl for chips for Sevy.
I would say get a hockey puck bowl, but it would be really ugly because it would just be black.
It would be a black bowl.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Thank you
smart.
very much.
How about
Smart.
that, guys?
That's a calling to all you chip sponsors. We will. We're happily.
You know, there's a
accepting-
massive
chips.
chip
Did you hear
company
that?
in DFW that makes their headquarters.
$7,600 fine.
I know Ben knows that. Do
Here
you
it
know
is.
what it is?
I don't know.
I mean, that
Frito
was
Oh
Lay.
yeah,
right.
that's,
Is that
that's
right?
old
Oh
school.
yeah,
$7,600.
you didn't know that?
No.
I don't know where you get that
Now
number
you know.
from.
I don't know anything that's in
Oh, I guess it goes
DFW.
off this year's salary. Is that how that works?
But yeah, that's.
I mean, right to the mouth.
Did you guys see the cross check?
I
Who was
did.
Did you see
Yeah.
that?
It was Nick Waugh.
Yeah, wow, that's who it was. Yeah, that's
Okay,
old school.
so did
He
you
only
hear
got
about the
fined.
punishment?
That's what Luds was just telling
What do you
me.
think?
What?
Yeah. So in the
crazy.
playoffs, the standard now is you can cross-check a guy blatantly in the face.
See, we should get a
Full force.
screenshot of that, and then we could talk about.
Well,
it.
if you can get the time code for John, I'm sure he could pull that up for you.
Why do I got to do all the work around?
Oh, do we have the clock up there, guys? Now is
Hey,
that
John.
the clock?
what
Yeah,
Hey,
when the
John,
game's-
nice
Luds
job.
would like
Yeah.
you to magically apparate the
clock are
screen
you
time from
So up
the
in the-
game last
right in the
night
middle
with the
screen?
cross-check
Yeah.
to the
Where it
face
says 0-0?
without him looking it up for you.
Oh yeah.
Are you up for the challenge? Oh, you're off? John
I had to
is
hear that today in the locker room from everybody.
John's mic is unplugged,
Just
so we can
unplug
hear
Luds.
John. You
Unplug
can't.
Luds and use yours.
It happened, and you guys haven't even talked about it yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Sev,
Yes.
I spoke with several of your regulars at the Nooner today
Okay.
who said they didn't know that you were on the watch along for game one
Oh,
and that they are definitely tuning in tonight because they are excited to hear that versus the regular broadcast. And
so what's a nooner? What is that? What's a nooner?
well, I think you should tell everybody
Well,
what
no.
the Nooner is. Oh, you want me to do your shameless promotion?
yeah, exactly.
Do you want me
whatever.
to tell you what I,
I know.
think
I know.
the
That's
Nooner
why.
is?
That's why I avoided Luds.
Real
and
quick,
came right
puck
to you.
is dropped.
All right. So
For
if
all
you're-
you fans watching us, please sync or be quiet and don't give away things that are going to happen
and
in
the
the
clock
game.
is stuck at 1953 on
How
our.
can you stop them from doing
What's
that?
accurate?
Ah, he is.
Okay.
You want us-
Lies. Our producer
you
will
want me
also
to
be
tell you?
ahead.
Do you want me to say go when the puck drops? Yeah, you're just gonna have to play around with that.
So Luds, what did
The
what
puck
did
is
you-
dropped.
Hey, guys,
Yes.
talking hockey.
Hey, yeah, I know.
What'd you think of the goaltending game one, both sides? Ottinger, Hellebuck.
Yeah. Oh, I wish you saw the stuff I showed.
What's that?
Ottawa's fantastic.
Yeah. Hmm?
When you go over it,
Penalty.
is it Morrissey? Oh no, no.
No, it's gonna be
It's
a
a high
Stars. We
stick
just
on
talked
Morrissey.
about this.
Sagan. Oh, it's one hand,
Yeah.
too.
So the biggest thing is with sticks. I was talking to Stu
That
Barnes.
hits him in the shield, and he's grabbing his
Well,
chin.
That's not
You gotta
much on
sell it.
that. That's a really light one. Are they gonna get a 4 out of that?
No. Getting 2.
I don't think you can.
They should just give
possibly
him
be
one, if
cut from that. Yeah, 30 seconds.
So Luds, remember when sticks were really heavy and you couldn't do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
And that's Stu
They're
Barnes was
feather
telling me
light now.
they're feather
Yeah.
light now. And he says, yeah, that
It's
was
a
the
4,
biggest
guys.
thing.
Hey, Luds.
It is
they're
a
like-
double-
used to.
It's a
A little
4.
Sword, literally
Yeah,
a little
double
one.
minor.
Yep.
So he did, somehow he did enough to cut him, or he bit his lip.
Hey, that's not a bad. If you can get away with that,
I mean,
nothing wrong with it. It's the playoffs.
that's tough too, because even if he gets the stick, one hand on your stick, you're not doing a whole lot.
No.
So best case,
You
you
gotta-
barely touch someone's stick.
Yep.
Worst case, you do that.
You got to step in a couple strides. You know, DeBoer talked about it. And these penalties, you're kind of being, they call it lazy penalties, right, Luz, where you don't take that extra step to get that stick underneath. And that's kind of what happened there for Sagan. Now, this power play unit has not been together for quite some time because of injury. They said
Yep.
near the end of the season and last series, Scheifele's back, obviously. Morrissey's on the back end finally.
They were decent during the regular season, though, eh?
Pretty good, eh?
If Dallas does a good job through this, guess who gets the momentum?
Dallas.
Settles it down, doesn't it?
It's a big if.
So Arneal was talking about for Winnipeg moving the puck fast, as you would with any
Which they're
aggressive.
not doing.
They're not.
They are holding.
But it's hard to move it fast.
Wow.
There it is again.
See that little
But
movement?
they're allowing that, right?
Yeah,
You
and
gotta
he,
show them coming off the wall.
he almost
Coming
Jake-
out the corner.
Yeah.
he
Yep.
made Jake dip his shoulder too, and almost put it near side. That was
And that's why goalies are taller, right, these days, because of that particular play
Yeah.
right there. You can just stand strong.
that's
on
a
the
body
post.
save.
Yep.
Positioning save. I mean,
So Luds, you and I were talking about that in the pregame. It seems like
cross ice.
it seems
a
like the
one-time-
Stars want to give up that shot at the right post rather than the cross ice pass.
I mean the goal line.
At the goal line and the
coming off the goal line.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like they're saying, well, that's Jake's guy. We're just not going to let it get to Scheifele. Well,
Right.
if Scheifele's over there is already.
Are you okay? Like, we talked about the pregame a little bit. Are you okay with having Jake one-on-one from that angle?
Not necessarily, but well, it's the lesser of two evils.
Yeah,
Right.
that's-
You know?
It's percentages, right? You
Yeah.
want to push to the percentage that's easiest for him to stop.
And I look at these little tip-ins that they have around the front of the net. To me, Jake is loving it because they're too close to Jake. Like even your deflection doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because he's literally inches behind you. So I don't know if that was Perfetti in front of him right there. No, let's see. I know it wasn't.
It
Scheifele.
was Niederreiter.
No,
sorry, that's Ehlers the first
It's a
shot.
great play by.
I thought it was was it 92?
That
Who's this right
no,
here?
82. Niederreiter.
That looks like
That's
a
62.
62
Niederreiter.
Niederreiter.
Niederreiter. Sorry.
We'll do the numbers on.
Perfect.
Excellent. That's exactly how it should be.
Love it. We should be ahead of everyone. Oh yeah, we're on DirecTV now.
Why don't you explain to everybody?
That was
since
our problem. We could be quiet the whole time if you want. Yeah, I think it's because we're on the DirecTV app now instead of directly on.
Well, no. Forget that part of it. Explain to the
That didn't
people
hit the
watching
post. Did that
why
hit the
we
post,
wanted
Luds?
Bobby
Wide
and
shot?
Ben not to be ahead of us.
Oh well, because we had last game we had our bosses, I guess,
Bosses plural.
up there on the patio here watching the game and screaming when the Stars scored or getting mad when the Jets scored, and then like 30 seconds later we would see it on our game. So for all you out there, we'd like to enjoy the game as well. So don't ruin it, eh?
What are you saying? They're
What
supposed to
happened,
keep
Sam?
their mouth
What'd you do?
shut?
I'm saying that last time Ben and the chat were like, hey, watch the screen in 20 seconds. Someone's going to do something. I'm like, hey, get out of here, eh?
Well, how do
Oh,
How do
wow.
you stop them from that?
Did he
How do you
say
stop
that?
them from doing that?
By saying it and hoping they listen.
Come on, there's always got to be someone.
Yeah, of course.
I'd be sitting there waiting for it to happen.
I know you would do it,
I'll just do it to
Despite
think it happened.
me.
Nobody in front. That's good news.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Oh, Shiza.
Someone
I
did
don't
it already.
Say that.
We have a goal.
Did they really?
Someone wrote goal.
No way.
That's why you
How
got to
long
turn that
before?
I don't know.
down. You should just close that.
I know, but the chat is what we're here for, right?
You can't read it
To
over
talk-
there?
No.
Really?
I can't even see ourselves from here.
Well, there goes the momentum idea.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, at least it's not in the first 2 minutes, but that's reaching for a positive. Oh,
Did that go in off the first? Off
No,
the
No,
of his
it's-
heel?
post
it's Velarde.
heel, and then Velarde
Velarde
puts
had
it
to
in.
tap it in.
Yeah. That's unlucky. Jake's guessing a little bit, which he might have to on this, the way that shot
Give us
comes
the
in.
overhead view.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, that's Velarde's spot, right? That's where he hangs out.
Yep.
As much as the Stars hate winning game ones and up until last game, they hate scoring first more. Right? Like, does it ever feel like they score the first goal in these games? I can't remember how many of the Colorado series, but I don't think it was more than one that they scored the first goal. And I believe they lost that game.
So you're saying this is a good thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're what they know. Them and the Oilers, they welcome it. How about that? Oilers, what was it? 6 straight comeback wins for them in the playoffs?
6 of 8.
Oh. It's insane.
That should come back and haunt you at some point.
You'd imagine. It
How
almost
do you-
didn't last year.
How do you think Jack Eichel feels this morning yet?
Oh, that went off the post. I see.
It's going in too, but
Well, already just kind of made sure.
he does the Bishel on Jamie Bent's 400th. Just buries it. Stars got to get a shot here, eh?
So yeah, worst case scenario, 5-0. You know, you get the
It was-
power play.
Wasn't it the opposite last game? Wasn't it like 6-1 or 7-1 for Dallas? So
That's a good point.
Different
Stars came
start.
out game one flying, right? Moving 5-on-5, get going.
This is a false sense of security plan.
Yeah, just reel them in again.
Yep. Oh, there it is. Make up right away.
Yep.
It was Tyler again, too.
Ooh.
Sevy, how do you see the Star? Like, what's the Stars' priority? How they want to attack on power plays?
On power plays?
Yeah.
You
Where's
mean from
their
an entry
spots they
standpoint
like
or
to
in the
attack?
zone? Oh.
In the zone, I'm saying. Like, no, they're entries we've gone over many times.
You guys like their entries or you don't
No,
like their entries?
we
You don't like their entries?
That little drop, the little drop in
Not
the
that
inside
I
of the
don't
blue
always
line.
like them. They try it the same when you know when a team takes it away from you, and then they try it again, and they try it again. So and they got better. I thought in the first round of the playoffs they started just pounding a couple in. Because they just sit
Breakaway
there
here,
and they read
folks.
it.
Breakaway.
Trouble.
I'm not going to look. Is it already on the chatter?
Save.
I'm not
Oh.
looking. Good
Nice
save.
save.
Tried to go 5-hole.
I've really thought they've done a good job high to low as always, right?
Yeah.
And this big fella, what's his name? 96? Who's that?
Nico?
Yeah.
Is it Nico?
Rasmussen.
Oh no, that's the GM from the
Mikko
Mavs, right?
Rasmussen.
What's the Mavs GM? The
Nico.
GM of the year guy?
Nico Harrison.
Nico. Yeah.
There we go.
Nico Heischer.
I would expect more pressure on that side of the ice, lads. They with 96, they're ranting in. So-
I said they have to
That's
take
too
him away.
much,
I
yeah.
mean, the whole game. You have to take him away.
And
I mean,
people
they're
are-
going, it's the guy that's beating us, the guy in the net
Yeah.
and the guy that guy.
So someone asked me, is he going to score 3? No, but he might get 3 assists.
Yeah.
Because of the pressure that he's going to receive in these scenarios. They want to play him up. No? Yeah, there. See him go after him.
They're booing him too. Jets fans boo. Oh, he hit the post. Jets
That's who's
fans
gotta get on
Jets
track.
fans
Not
booing
Duchesne.
Rantanen is hilarious because they have no reason to other than he was incredible in game 1. He just gets booed everywhere he goes.
So isn't it funny everything's starting on that left side?
Yeah, and it's funny too because we talked about last game how Duchesne loves being on that right side.
Mhm.
So it's almost a weird spot for him to be
Yep.
on the power play
Yep.
over there.
He was the
But
guy
you
that was
can't put
running.
him on the right. you got 96 over there. I'd like them to have a righty over there.
Oh, yeah, it's a collect and shoot instead of a
Duchesne.
one-timer.
Yeah, I've just always loved the option of a one-timer, especially when you have one on the other side that they're going to be favoring over to.
And you have to position your body differently to get that collect and
Yeah.
shoot than a one-timer. You can
And he's
square
already
up.
not going to be a shooter, right?
Yep.
He's going to look passing anyway. So
Did you see how hard Robo came up the ice right there?
I did not.
Just as the power play, there was about 5 seconds left. That was a message to Pete. Pete, I'm good.
Oh, what in the wide world?
I don't know
of
if he
sports?
touched it or if it just went off of Lindell. I think it might have just gone off Lindell. That's a tough start. Florida-Toronto overtime.
I really like Nikolai Ehlers as a player.
Oh, just
that
right
hit
off,
him in the
right off
skate.
Essa. Essa just be blocked. Does that count as a block? Because I picked he was going to have 2.5 block shots.
Oh, okay.
That's unfortunate.
Did you pick him with a half a point too?
I said he was going to get a half. A tip in. That's 2 goals off of defenseman, almost to the exact same spot of the net on Jake too, while he's moving to his left. That's
They have more pucks going towards the net.
that's tough.
We need some music or something. Oh, we can't play music.
That's a good question. Can you play
If somebody else is
if we're
playing it?
just listening to music in here?
If there was John, if there's music coming from outside for some reason, could we open up a window and listen to it, or is that illegal too?
Oh, so we can't even be
So the
listening
mics
to
can't
music.
pick it up. Okay.
That's crazy.
You listen to music while watching a hockey
We
game?
can't even jam in here.
You listen to music while you're watching hockey?
I don't turn the sound on.
Lutz just
I
has
don't.
Lutz just has Pantera going nonstop, just over and over again.
I like
No,
the crowd, though. I like to hear the crowd. I know what you're saying about the announcers.
We have reached our first media timeout
Because I like
here
reading.
in game
Oh,
2
God.
I would
with the
rather-
Winnipeg Jets leading 2-0
Make my
over
own-
the Dallas Stars.
Yeah,
my
I
own
guess.
head, you know.
Yeah,
like the
yeah, no, I
fiance,
understand. Yeah.
And sometimes I'll get caught up listening to all his just jibber jabber
Yeah.
stuff, and then I don't even know what the hell he said anyways. It was like, what was that word again? I'm filing through my phone trying to Google it and see what it is.
God.
Ben, what happened to Ben?
He's asleep up there.
What was
They enjoy some beers up there. I'll tell you that.
do they?
Oh yeah. You don't remember when Ben came midway through the show last time?
Does Ben remember when he came?
I don't
halfway?
think so. As soon as that hat, the Finnish hat comes on, it's game over.
You guys
The
are lucky.
Viking.
You guys are lucky to see Owen today. He came up through the middle of the ice today on me, head down, stuck handling through the middle of the ice at the nooner. Yeah, you were done. Owen.
He says he plays just like Rantanen.
One-handed poke check into the net. First shift.
That's what you got out of today this afternoon.
Scored a goal.
So if he got that, he was going to
I
line you
said I
up.
scored like Mikko's one-handed poke check
You
goal.
did, yes. I
Thank
give you
you.
that.
I didn't say I played like Brandon. I said I scored a goal like Brandon did.
Then I apologize.
Are you trying to talk about the one where you didn't look up and see me with the puck, and so I darted out of the way at the last second, so we didn't like go knee on knee?
Well, I really hope the Stars play a little bit better than
That's
we have
what I
in the first
thought,
fight.
yeah.
No, because I don't even want to get into that with you. Head down, coming through the
I
middle.
saw you. That's why I got out of the way.
Stretcher. You would have been on a stretcher.
Here we go. The ex-NHLer saying he could have killed the amateur beer leaguer
Sam, why do they have KFC
if
hats?
hitting was
They love
allowed.
to talk. I don't actually know.
Yeah.
They're all wearing them in the. There you
Oh,
go.
well, there you go.
If
It's a
hitting
Kyle
was
Connor
allowed,
hat.
we would all be
Do they all
playing
get a
a
bucket
little
of chicken or
differently.
something?
You know that.
Probably. You probably buy it and get the bucket because
So
they
they
were
got greasy.
ew. You think?
Ugh.
Because they
Oh.
were wearing it out in the plaza too. Speaking of the plaza, did you see pictures of the plaza over here
Mhm.
tonight?
There they are.
Today? No, not today.
Woo.
What?
Packed,
Was it?
packed over there.
Well, let's go over there.
That guy's not even wearing the Kyle Connor one. He's just wearing a
Got
KFC, helmet.
bucket. That's extra crispy.
He was mad they don't get the Kyle Connor one doesn't come with chicken, so he wanted the real one. I don't know the story behind that.
That is a red beard, fellas, eh?
He should be on the Oilers. That's all they have over there in Edmonton. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
That's right.
Yeah, they're playing a little faster.
Oh,
That's not a penalty. He fell down.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, they're doing the boo during the star part like Colorado did.
1-on-4. Upstairs.
Ooh.
Bad.
So many times I want to say, stay up to the defenseman. I'm
Yep.
thinking, well, I'd be the pot calling the kettle black
yeah,
there.
exactly.
I was
Lot-
back
lot
there
easier
holding
from
Eddie's
up here.
hand.
Yep. Like gap control for a defense, Luds, is real hard, right? It's probably the hardest thing that I teach, I think, for kids to figure out and these guys to do.
And especially, the first thing you got to try to do is teach your forwards to get in the way, right? Or hold up a little bit. Like, it's just, but yeah, I don't,
We never trust a forward, so don't.
no.
Yeah.
Nobody holds up. At least they don't even know what it means. I'm like, you don't have to hook. Coach, I don't want to take a penalty.
Wow,
my.
Jake read that one well. He was already there.
Hey, Sev, are we allowed to
Can't say it. Just
say
saying.
the soon-to-be celebrity, maybe, that was skating today up in McKinney? The latest draftee to the WHL. Can we talk about that, or is that?
Oh, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Is it not public knowledge?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I'd have to talk to him.
We had a
first.
player, I won't say who,
Well, it doesn't matter,
who
but
skated with us today who has been drafted in the WHL, and he is a very good player.
yeah.
God, he got a lot on that shot, didn't
Yeah.
he? He don't look post-concussed to me.
No, he looks fine.
One way to find out.
I think it's similar to Robo, where you may not notice a lot of his stuff because he's not a super fast skater, right? He's just a powerful.
Robo looked good on that first shift
Yeah.
coming down the wall here at the end of the power play.
He said he felt good in the game.
You know that you don't see any blue. Oh, they're changing. I was gonna say you don't see any blue jerseys in the picture frame there.
Just sitting waiting.
Yeah, and that doesn't seem like.
I need to turn off this sleep mode here.
There you go. Still nobody in front of the net. A lot of blue jerseys. Takedown? No.
Luds, can you show me how to turn my sleep timer off on my laptop?
Yep. Take the power button and hold it in. That'll turn it off.
Yes. I wasn't trying to turn it off.
Anytime I got a problem, I just hold that power button in.
Or just unplug it. Yours just
Well, mine
turns
goes
off
dead
when you
anyway.
unplug it.
It only lasts for about 17 minutes
Do
without
what?
the cord.
My
We're
sleep or whatever.
Kind of doing a show right now.
I know. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm saying it into the microphone instead of just whispering it.
Sounded like
He
you
actually
were
took his mic with him.
distracted.
I am distracted.
Yeah. Let's. You know how we feel about distractions.
Trying to
Not a
someone
fan of
distract me from this. Anything's better, eh?
Oh, that's going to cost you. That's going to cost you. Watch this. Or somebody already type it in? No. No. Oh, there's nicing. Do we got a goal yet by the Stars on this face-off?
I don't know. I can't see the chat because I'm trying to turn my sleep timer off.
So you see a different already with Morrissey out there, right? Every time Rantanen's out there, Morrissey's out there.
And you don't have to be big, right? You just got to
No.
be quick that you can stay with them and kind of screw with them with the stick. And
We have a super chat from Zubov Shower Sigs, a Haskinen 99. Nice to see you, Brent.
Oh,
You coached me in Addison when they had the shabby rink there
Addison
as a
Square
kid.
Garden. Addison Square Garden.
Nice. Was that the nickname?
His
I love
no,
it.
that wasn't the nickname. That's what it was called.
It was actually called that?
yep.
Well,
Now
thank you,
he's a
Zubov
janitor,
Shower Gigs. Sigs. Oh, Sigs.
Now he's a janitor over there, so you did a great job with himself.
Yes. Whatever.
That's where we were for the lockout.
Yeah.
Spent a lot of time over there. And there's a little bar down the street, little sports bar
Yeah.
thing. I don't know. It might have been a hockey bar.
I found it. Thanks, Owen.
You're welcome.
See, did you just turn it off?
We are at
Commercial
immediate
break.
timeout with the Jets leading 2-0 here on
Is that good
Victory
for
Plus
us?
and YouTube.
No. Oh, no. It doesn't matter.
We just have to make the audience known. Make them known.
I can't get it going because I'm restricted. Oh, I thought you said get it going. I'm trying to see what's going on over there. Why does it say stream? I can't stream that game, can I? Oh, my God. Am I able to? No.
You can. You just have to log in. Which
I have TNT and everything.
on what?
Didn't
On my
this
TV.
happen last game? Was this? Is this Groundhog Day? Did this
Yeah,
same thing happened
The
last?
same thing.
Sevy?
happened.
I'm sure.
For
Are
the
you-
last,
are you
last
trying to
4
get-
years or so,
Are
it's
you
been
trying to get the
Groundhog
game-
Day for
Are you
me.
trying to get the game on there?
Yeah.
DirecTV, I think you can stream through the website.
I can't.
I don't think you need the app.
What website?
DirecTV streaming, right? Doesn't DirecTV streaming have a website?
Yes.
Yeah. Search DirecTV stream on your browser
Okay.
there.
I don't know the password.
Well, then you're effed.
Well, what about this? What about TNT?
You
and
can
stuff?
go on Max, but you also have to log into that.
Well, I know because I'm on YouTube TV or something like that. And well, by the way,
You
I
know
figured
the
out.
log-
No, we figured out what was wrong. That I couldn't get
what's this?
ESPN.
Why?
What's the shirt say?
It was not logged
Which one?
in under. We have.
That's the
YouTube TV, and it's
finisher
under
with
Kim's
2
name.
ends. Finisher.
And I had my name with whatever TV we had prior still in the system.
So just didn't have
So
any
as soon
access.
as the lady from a different country, I could figure out what she said. Went in, typed in her email address, which is it's in her name, the YouTube TV or whatever it's called.
and then you were good.
Boom,
So go to
popped
the
right up.
YouTube TV.
What do you mean?
Go to YouTube. You have YouTube TV?
at my house.
You should have it on there then.
Well, how the hell do I get it on here?
YouTubetv.com.
Seriously?
That's what I'm using.
Are
You should have used that for ESPN too.
Come on.
No, I'm serious. I think it's like tv.youtube.com, but just search it. I would search YouTube TV just as a search because I don't know what the actual specific website is. This is part of the job.
This is why
They pay
you
me
tune
extra-
into a
they
watch
pay me
along
extra for
to
this.
hear Sam and Luds talking about
There you go,
technical
right there. Boom.
difficulties.
Am I already on?
Yeah, you're logged in too.
How the hell did I get in there?
I don't
didn't
know.
do anything.
I don't know. You're already logged in. Look at that.
Come on.
Oh wait, what does it say?
It says sign up.
Oh, then you're not logged in. I lied.
Sign up to watch. How do you log in to watch?
You got to go back.
Wait, I don't want this game. I want the other game. Which would be...
So Owen, since these
So go
guys
up
aren't
to the
paying
top right.
attention, I want you to watch how easy it's been for the Winnipeg Jets to move the puck out of the zone. They get it in, they cross the red line, and they dump it in. It's been over and over and over.
Yeah, what I can't.
You're suggesting that the Stars' forecheck has not been effective
Yeah, they
enough at
can't. They haven't
slowing
been
them
able
down.
to get correct. They haven't been able to put the pressure on.
log
They
in
did
with your
last
proper name there. That's
first
the,
period.
It's another face-off win against somebody not named Mark Scheifele. So you missed our
log in
pregame.
with your whatever your YouTube TV.
What do you got,
Scheifele
Liz?
went 18 of 28, 64%. Nemestikov was 31%. Lowry was 41. Barron was 27. So if it wasn't Mark Scheifele in the dots, they were probably losing the draw. I know that's an oversimplification, but basically he was the only one winning faceoffs at a consistent rate. Penalty here or no offside? Never mind.
Yeah, you got it.
How do we get the other game?
You're an absolute legend. It's probably.
Oh yeah, there we go.
It probably
Right
doesn't.
there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it probably doesn't say it, but yeah, there you go.
So, Sevy, I don't know if you noticed this in the first round against
little
Colorado.
stare
but
down there.
I felt like Rope Hintz was
Bless
playing
you,
more
John.
physical than he usually does in the regular season, and I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah, in playoffs he was too, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Against Colorado
Yeah,
in the
against
first
Colorado.
round.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I think he picked up a physicality and an edge, especially against McKinnon, but
Yeah, a
in
little
general
anger.
that we don't usually see night in, night out
and
from him.
for the Stars, I thought he was you notice the speed of him every game. You notice he was the guy, even when the Stars weren't playing well, going through the middle of the ice.
Plus, he got that brutal roughing penalty in Game 1. There, he was just all over him. Sarcasm.
Yep. I'm hearing you.
Owen told me I have to be I have to tell people when I'm
he has
sarcastic
to hold up
now.
a sarcasm sign so that,
That
he's
dry
clear.
humor.
This is gonna be the third high sticking penalty of the game.
Yeah, but it's on.
It's on Winnipeg this time.
Can we turn the heat up in here, fellas? Can we just turn up? I need a blanket and hot coffee too.
See when we get back over there.
It's warm in here.
Yes.
Yeah, over there is
Yeah.
worse. I got it. Hey Ben. Sevy says, "Can we cool it down a little in here?
No.
Too hot."
I believe the
No.
request should be, can you take a log off the fire?
Yeah, take a log off.
Take a log off the fire.
That's every bus trip.
Everyone.
It was
It was
Tyler.
either-
Take a
Tyler
log
drew
It
off
was
the
another
fire.
photo.
either that or can you take it off cremate was one I heard from the
Tyler
back
is-
quite a
is-
bit.
Drawn 2 and taking 1 penalty.
Hey, Sev, speaking of bus rides,
Plus 1.
so when I was in Albany, when the AHL, Trevor Gillies was one of our players, and he was really tough. Trevor Gillies was.
Oh, yes, he was.
He would sit in the back of the bus, and I kid you not, within 5 seconds of us leaving a road game, it'd be really quiet in there, and you just hear Gilly go, "Somebody die, put in a movie." And he could get away with it because there's other kids that were on that team that wouldn't say a word, but he would always say that.
So here's those entries you're talking about. Luds having trouble getting in.
Having trouble with what?
Here's the
On
effort.
entries.
Here's the play, though. See?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, trying
Exact
to get
same
in.
thing
I
they try
just
again.
like it. The one thing I like for sure is I want each unit to have a different entry,
Right.
not the same one. And then be able to, when the first one doesn't work, and you can see how they set up for it, then, like if it's Harley's group, then go to the plant, go to your second entry. But don't keep playing into what they're doing.
It's just funny because they have such team speed that you think they'd want to attack more, and they just look like they're so settled into going, get in, drop it off to that guy on the right, even if there's 2 guys there.
But you know that they're a puck possession.
Well, of course, yeah.
And it again, it's tick, tick, tick.
That
Now
team-
you're down to a minute.
That time they chipped it in and they didn't work, but they got it back for a second.
It's been too much of that this game. Get it to the defense. Morrissey's a big reason for it, right? It's coming out of the zone pretty effortlessly.
But that's a good time to tee off on him when he's going back at the pickup puck. It
But
might
how
be,
it is.
might be worth evening it up for
Right.
minute 50.
Like they said that about Zubov, right? Sergei Zubov. I'm going to take a piece out of him, right? Like, good luck.
Yeah,
Try to get it. That's Morrissey too.
They
Small
did it
guy.
with Klingberg a lot too.
Yep.
Whoops.
2
2 minutes tripping yourself.
Penalty.
Is it a call? Yeah.
Yep.
Womp womp womp.
So we can't play any music, huh?
I can sing.
I don't think you can, but you can go ahead.
You don't remember Empire Today? Jamie and Tyler.
Oh, fuck. Now we're on game. Did they call timeout?
He's taking a timeout.
No, he's asking if
he's
Dallas
asking.
did. It's like, hey, did they take a timeout? Like, what's going on?
That's basically hurry the heck
Oh,
up.
because they're taking too long.
Yep.
I thought he was calling one. I was like, that's an interesting time. What? They did call it.
Who did?
It says on the screen. It says Winnipeg took a timeout. I don't know if that's right, but it says it on there.
Well, why was he scrambling to get his players out there then?
They did not call
They
it.
didn't call a timeout. That was wrong. It looked like he did.
Come
That's
on,
why
Sam, be better.
I'm pointing. I said it. I said the screen says it. I did not say they took one. Surprising I could read it.
Yeah, quit reading the screen, Sam.
Yeah.
What are you
Quit
watching?
believing what's on TV, Sam.
Usually in the arena, boys. I don't usually deal
I
with
started
the
watching
shenanigans
the
on
thing on Netflix
TV.
yesterday afternoon. You're not going to believe what show it was.
Trailer Park Boys.
I'm not going to guess.
It was a documentary.
Okay. Sports.
No.
That's tough. There's a lot of documentaries. On
Boy, I don't even know
Netflix.
where to go for that.
Yeah, was it cooking?
You're close. You're right. It was cooking.
I don't know any documentaries.
Martha Stewart.
Come on.
Yep. I was watching a Martha Stewart.
Any notable dishes?
Was it good?
Nothing notable.
Anything effective?
It lasted.
Good play.
I don't know.
Good deal.
I hung in there for 15, 20 minutes or so, though.
Do you ever watch cooking shows, or is that a
Oh,
first?
that's the only channel on in a certain part of the house.
Is that
For
right? But
Betty
do you
Crocker
watch it?
over there?
Do you watch it?
No, she does.
Yep.
I don't mind watching them, though, because I like to cook.
Yeah.
So I love new. I found a TikTok, or not TikTok. I don't have TikTok. Anyway, on something on social media.
Yeah.
Oh,
Recipe?
put some pepperonis in a pan with a little oil. Then mix your eggs up with the Owen Newkirk eggs.
Oh,
you
there
mix
you
them
go.
up, and you dump it right into the pan after you let your little pepperonis fry for a little bit. Then you take one of them circular, what are them things called? Flour tortillas.
Oh, yeah.
Just put it right over the top of it all. And after a few minutes, it all kind of glues together. Then you fold it, and then you flip it, and then you cut it in half.
We should have a breakfast quesadilla.
And at the end, you put some cheese on top. Oh, was it good?
Wow.
Circular thing. What are the circular things you call them? Tortilla.
The circular.
Circular.
Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. A little help here. I know that they're corn and flour.
He's right.
Yep.
He's right.
He's right. He's absolutely right.
Yep.
They are the.
Way to keep this thing moving along, Owen.
Yeah. Look at
Oh,
that. Tip.
jeez.
Did that hit the bar?
I don't know. I don't
didn't
think
look
it
like
did.
it.
I think it just.
Oh, bing bonger.
We got a bing bong.
Chris Canada with a Haskin in 99. You boys were thinking of Hat Trick's bar in Addison. Question:
That's it. That's it.
Bischel's game reminding you of Hatcher at all?
No, not yet.
Why not?
Hatch would have had about 4 fights by now. Oh, different time, different era.
Time. But if you're thinking about it, if you're looking for a guy who's physical compared to the rest of the defensemen, I'm
rolling.
just
That's
in
he's the
this
closest
era.
guy.
Right.
Yeah, my font, giant size.
More than any other guy of late
Yep.
from that back end, right?
Wow.
Look at
Guy
that.
over the last
That's old
15
man
years.
size.
Yeah,
font
there you
right
go.
there.
Ridiculous. And it's going to spoil things.
Yep.
I don't. You just yelled at them for
I know, but I
look
want to
at
be able
that.
to see the
Oh.
chat.
That was
only reason
an
I'm even here.
authoritative save right there.
Yep.
That was
Talk
some
to you
kind of
folks.
I'm back save. And look at how far he was out.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, eh?
Yeah.
Mason. That girl, that lady
Is he
is
playing that
is
Marchman?
kissing him through the glass. That fan. That's hilarious.
Winnipeg's finest.
They got to show that save again. Or are we going to break?
No, it's commercial.
We're off
going
to immediate
commercial break.
timeout, folks.
Marchman's going to the box.
Speaking of going, what do you got going on over there?
We're 10 minutes away from end of OT1.
So midway through.
And you know what score is? It's still 4-4.
Is it really now?
Nobody's taking
nobody's
the lead
taking
yet.
the lead here.
No,
Would you ever be okay with
never.
playing a period? Like, you know how NFL does, if the team scores, the other team still gets the ball in overtime?
Easy.
Yeah.
You're
Easy
saying
now,
not sudden
Sam.
death?
I'm saying, would you ever think, just end it?
We got enough
Sudden death
people
is so
trying to
great.
I
change
just
the
always
game.
curious about team. No, I don't want to do it either. I'm just like curious. I'm just asking.
You mean like
be-
give them a second
It'd be
chance?
funny if like if they scored right now, you gave them the final 10 minutes to try to get one back.
Well, then what would be the point of overtime?
It's just basically another period until
you
someone
did-
scores.
You're stretching out the conversation, right?
Yeah, we're on TV here for 3 hours.
Good-
I got to
good
talk
job.
about something.
Maybe
Sevy,
maybe
would-
there's some
The
people out
answer's
there
no.
that like it.
Sevy,
We're
what
gonna
did you have
give
for
you-
breakfast today?
2-second answer.
Do you have anything good for breakfast?
Sour cream and onion chips.
Cheddar and sour cream
Cheddar
this
and sour
time, which
cream,
is
sorry.
somehow worse for you.
Don't start. You're goading me right now. Had a chip go down the wrong spot.
Would you say sour cream and onion or cheddar and sour cream is if you're going to pick one, or none?
Salt and vinegar.
That's your pick.
Ah,
Oh, the worst of all the chips.
I disagree. A very
wait
good
now.
chip.
Canadians.
No, you don't get to
love
dismiss me
salt
like
and
that.
Yeah,
It's
we
the
love
go-to.
it. Yeah.
all
Or ketchup.
season, all season.
Ketchup chips.
Oh my god.
Very
Awesome.
good.
I like the season.
So-
all seasoned.
I would
Or all
venture a
dressed.
guess that if you like ketchup chips, you wouldn't mind vinegar on your French fries.
I'm out.
You don't like the vinegar on the French fries? Really?
I'm out,
It's the
yeah.
same flavor. That's the vinegar.
If you say
You know,
No,
but
it's
you,
not.
no, not so much.
no,
Really, just gravy.
To me, salt and vinegar chips taste like BO. If I was to like taste someone's BO, that's what salt
I
and
think
vinegar
you may
chips
have
taste like.
a genetic issue then. If that's the
Well, not
taste.
my own BO. I just mean like that's what I would imagine BO would taste like.
That's also weird.
did you guys see the shots face? Did you see that last little graphic? No.
What was
no, I
it?
saw it. I didn't see it.
We can go back.
Talking about chips.
It is 12-6 right now. Shots on goal.
How many high danger? Let's go, Owen. since
Can you
got-
not see that ticker up there?
No,
he,
you can't read
he
it.
was asking about something else.
Oh,
No, the graphic.
The graphic that came up. I don't know what it was.
Oh.
though.
It's on Rottinger and Hellbeck.
Oh,
To your answer, it's 3-1.
he is
Jets.
coming out.
Yeah, by my count.
Mainly on those power plays, probably, right?
Ehlers
Dallas
power
had
play,
2 on the power play, I think.
the Velarde power
Oh,
play
nice.
goal, and then that breakaway shorthanded for Lowry. So
There, we got that out of the way. We don't have to talk about it in postgame, Seb.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Matthew.
What do we got? What do we got?
they're
Why
trying
are
to
they
claim too
cheering?
many men on
What's
the
going
ice,
on?
but I don't think so. He wasn't trying to play it.
No penalty. Wyatt just laying him out. Oh, and then going after him again. I love it. Pete's angry.
I don't know.
Why
so
was
what?
DeBoer hot?
I think he thought it was a penalty. I just don't know what he thought it was. If it was too many men or if it was something on the play.
Why don't you ask him in the postgame show, Sam?
Normally I could, but
Why don't you just
I'm
text
about 2,000 miles away from
text
him.
him right now? Maybe he'll answer you in between periods.
He doesn't like me.
Is it really-
He doesn't like answer text.
Is it really
I
2,000
don't know, I
miles?
made it up.
That's a
Feels
long
like
way.
It feels like it should be. It's way up there, and we're way down here, right? No.
I don't think it's. My
How
guess
many
would be
miles
it's
is it
shorter
from here
than
to
that.
Manitoba?
1,400, I'd say.
Yeah.
1,700. Somewhere
Because
in there.
so the reason why I know that is that it's about 2,000 from Dallas to where I live in Maine, and that's
Oh,
farther
yeah.
than Winnipeg. I
And
believe
it's that way.
And it's that way. That way is
Isn't Winnipeg
northeast.
straight up from us? Pretty much?
Relatively straight up. Yeah, not quite. I think it's a little bit
I
west.
told boss man I'm just gonna drive it. If I can't fly, I'll just drive it next time. 20 hours.
No boy.
John's 15 seconds ahead of us on the clock. Look how fast that timer goes. If you're staring at it.
1,300 miles.
Oh, nice. You're good.
My hometown is 1,256, so about the same.
About 19 hours, according to the Google Map.
1846.
Oh, you've got a
can do it.
faster route. The one for me says 1859.
Owen, all I have to do is tell you do the same thing every day you come here. You take the wrong route. You trust Waze. I don't get it.
This isn't even Waze.
Andrew Leonard says I need to try Doritos fully loaded taco chips.
Okay.
He says they taste like Jack in the Box tacos.
Do they make any chips that taste like beer? Didn't somebody send us something one time? There was beer chips.
There
or
are
something?
beer chips, yes. I don't know who made them though. Pringles, maybe?
I thought it was Free or Lay's.
Was it? This is the important stuff. I gotta look it up.
Didn't somebody send us something?
I feel like
if any sent anybody, it was Andrew.
yeah, it's probably Andrew. Yeah, it was beer and brats.
Beer
is
and
what they were.
brats.
It was what we had. Yep. Beer and brats. Costco also has beer chips. I was right. Look at this. Pringles, Miller Lite, beer brat, grilled beer
Do they have
brat.
any Bud
I
Light?
don't know if they taste like that. I think it's just the beer in the background.
Oh,
It's because it's only called. Oh no, it is grilled beer brat.
Oh,
Yeah, we
still.
need to get the Bud Light Pringles. Ooh,
That looks
ooh.
better from Robo.
End of the period. Shots 13-7.
Robo's been
Score
involved a little bit.
2-0.
Yeah.
he's trying to send a message to Pete. I want to be on the power play.
Yeah. There you go.
First couple of years, he didn't get into that as much in the playoffs.
All right, that is the end of the first period with the Jets beating the Stars 2-0 here in Game 2. Sevy, Luds, Sam, myself, John, we're all here for our watch along. Feel free to hit us up with your super chats here during the intermission because we are keeping an eye on. Well, we should probably. Oh, Sam is doing that now. He's going to switch over to overtime of Toronto, Florida. Luds, how much time is left on that? 6:56. Luds' mic is not near his face right now.
It's okay. It's intermission.
Well,
5-6.
I got the timer for the.
Still on the air.
we're always on the air.
Yeah,
We are never off on the air.
we are
Are you just start the show?
always on. The, it's only been 9 months.
How long have
Sevy.
you guys been doing this?
Only 9 months.
You haven't heard. I don't pay attention.
No, I know that. No.
Is this yours? Yeah. What do you have 2 cups for?
This one's empty. This is a spare. Well, why do you do that?
So it's not in my way on my microphone anymore. I keep hitting it and knocking it over. I don't want to spill it. Let's. Oh, Ben delivered them. Yeah, I didn't even realize Sevy's got the bowl now. So now there's no
Whoever did
nothing
this,
in the way,
that's
no
bold.
friction.
I know.
He came walking in, 3 bags of chips and pretzels, 2 bowls for you. You got the football bowl down there?
Yep.
Thanks, Ben.
We got.
Appreciate it.
He's got basketball. We got football.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I
We'll
can't
have to
stop.
get. We'll have to get a hockey one.
I cannot stop with chips.
No, he's
actually,
complimenting you.
I'm complaining about all the chips.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
he
the
was
chips.
saying thank
All
you.
right, guys.
said
Intermission.
thank you.
Let's
the
ask.
only thing we didn't get
Let's ask some
were
funny
the happiest
questions.
hour beer towers.
Let's ask some funny questions
That would
here.
be very nice.
What do you guys have
Oh, what's going on, by the way,
for
Tuesday night?
Sam?
No, wait.
Luds.
What night?
Sevy,
Don't we have to be over there
Nope.
on some day?
Sevy. Owen.
It's a good thing I asked that because I
John.
thought it was Sunday. Tuesday from 5
You're
to 6
allowed
at
to go
happiest
over
hour.
there Sunday, but it's 5 o'clock. It'd be the middle of Game 3.
No. I thought it was. I didn't know the time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just thought we had to be there on Sunday early. 5 to 6, happiest hour.
Stanley's chip.
Yes, sir.
That's good there. Zubov's shower cigs. My favorite name. I was promised tonight that Sevy would draw on a board too, so maybe we see some of that during period 2.
Yeah, but I might,
Look out.
well, the first thing is
Former
we're gonna look
gopher
at
Matty Nyes.
is how come you don't see him? Circle him.
It's actually kind of nice to not tweet during games because
See
we're
if
on
the
the
head
air.
ever turns to look over his
I'm
shoulder.
sure you guys are happy not hearing from me as much on the tweeters.
No.
Right there, see kind of peripheral, and then his head turns to his right.
These guys are taking a look at their screenshots.
That's not Essa, is it? That's Essa, yeah. That is Essa? I don't think he knows he's there. And you know why, Sevi? Is because this is 5-on-5 yet, and he's probably he doesn't even look.
Right there, he looks. Hold on, right there. See, it's very subtle because it's blurry, so you can't really tell.
But can he see him? He doesn't see him.
Oh, this is the second goal. Sorry, this is the.
Well, no,
we don't care about this
no,
one.
you're okay. Yeah, we do. We do. We
Well,
do.
Well, we don't care about it. Have 9 screenshots of it.
Okay.
I would talk, but this is interesting.
This is kind of as big as I can go. It's a long explanation for why.
Oh yeah, don't even try.
Normally we can get it looking better, but I don't want to show him coming down. Want me to go 1?
Yep. He's playing the passes. I mean, he's playing the puck. But does it go between his feet?
No.
What does it? Are you sure it doesn't go?
Right there.
Okay.
Thanks, Stars fan 91. Appreciate you.
There's not even a replay of this.
Now
But
it's
he knows what's coming. Like, you know, we're in that position. You can see this guy, or you feel him coming, right? I'm sure he looked.
Yeah, because it looks like right here. Watch him go back.
Oh, game over.
You can see the logo on the helmet.
Florida
here's what I mean. Here's what I do.
back in the series. See
Count
you
'em
in,
out yet,
see
Sam.
you in St. Louis.
because that's
I didn't count them out. Luds did.
as dangerous.
I said they weren't done.
I'm not going to question that.
Toronto is
You know what I mean?
fall apart city, Canada.
He's almost moving back a little bit.
What if Luds will back off on his take on that?
But the
I don't
other
know.
thing is-
I don't think so.
He doesn't back off on anything.
Again, it's kind of a last minute. He's turning the skate with it. It's going towards the net. Again, it's a split second.
I think he was trying to kind of get it going this way, but it went off the wrong way. Because where would you put your skate? You had
There are rats on the
Well,
ice
that's what I mean. I would
in
already-
Sunrise.
I see
It's a weird goal. It kind of like
I back off.
chips over the top of everyone. Looks like the
Now, where-
national championship goal in 2009. Colby Cohen, BU.
Oh yeah, redirected.
I think it hits Riley right in front. Just no clue where it is.
He's trying to get it here and it goes off of
Yeah.
Does this ever happen to you?
Yep.
Happens all the time
Yeah,
on
you just
my
have to refresh.
YouTube.
Probably have too many things going on.
I mean,
I think
you
that-
show this guy
I should say that in my brain. Can't open this page.
To me, this is a bad break. I mean, CC. I mean, I don't know what else. Here's my issue. Okay, if I have one issue,
out of the whole thing.
he's got to come down. So when this play starts,
folks,
to
we're in
come here,
trouble.
He can't hang out here. Watch wide again. Just let it go once. You'll see his feet stop.
Hold on, let me go.
I can turn this off.
One grab here.
See, he's coasting right now. And I just think you have to sense something could go wrong. And if Wyatt comes down, I can't. We'll see what happens when you.
Now it's in his feet.
Yep.
Puck's in his feet.
But see how he stops?
Yeah.
He's just coasting. All I'm saying is I think you, even if you go down here and it doesn't happen, you turn around and you're in front of Shifley. It's from that kind of thing. These are so easy to pick it apart.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But Sebby, I don't know.
Good
if you
point
guys
there,
talked
Paul. How many of you listening to our watch along have the TV muted to listen to us? Because I find that fascinating.
You know what I mean? We were always kind of taught you got to expect.
I can
something
load
bad to
these
happen.
ones.
Yeah, and then that puck goes.
John,
across
whenever
to
you're
the
ready, we
other
got a
guy,
couple
and it
super
goes-
and it goes right through the
cheese.
And it's just a half a step, right? And how many
Exactly.
times you show they have so many guys back? Everybody's back, but not all the way
Where-
back where it's
exactly.
supposed to be. And that's the game, right?
Yep. How did
We got a super chat coming to Sevi.
What happens?
Got a super chat coming your way.
What's that mean?
There you go.
I mean,
Marshall
someone-
second with a
Not that one.
DeSmith 99 cup here. Producer. Sorry, I'm late.
welcome.
That is a inside bit between Marshall second and producer John.
Here it is.
Marshall second with a DeSmith and 99 cup here. What are Sevy's thoughts on man-on-man defense?
What? I like man.
No matter. Oh, there you go. He likes it.
You don't
I
like
was gonna
it?
say you can't say. I hate it.
Why?
You
Sevi?
hate it?
I despise it.
Sevi, why do you like it?
Because for a dumb player like me, it's so easy. Stay between your man and the net. Where
But-
you go, stay between your man and the net.
So,
Right?
Lud's biggest argument.
Sevy's right.
Lud's biggest argument is that people do that, rely on that too much, and they go,
You
"I
have-
have my man. I don't need to worry
Yeah,
about
you-
this play
you
behind
have
me."
To, yeah, you have to be flexible. Like it's not set in stone. Like
But wait, then so you're not They play man-on-man to the word.
Right.
And the other thing that they'll do is they will literally turn their back to what's all going on.
Now you're talking about yeah, I know what you have to.
And then what I call it is it's a get out of jail free card when it's not
I
your
didn't have
guy.
my
It's
guy.
like, what is it called?
I had my guy, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got my guy. You know what I mean? That's why. And I just find that if you can still, I get the man-on-man thing, but you got to be able to see what's happening. They take it to the umpteenth level of just, I got them.
Yeah.
But they changed for the start of the playoffs. They were not playing where they're going outside of those areas, which I love.
And I found with not very good teams, though, if you don't play that way, there's too much guessing and there's too much getting lost.
I
And I
agree with
think
that.
you have to have the right personnel to do that. And that's what makes it so effective, I think, right? Is that
And you
true?
need speed, right?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
and that's
yeah.
something that, as
Yeah.
I
Well,
did
no,
not have. Yeah, no. Stay between my man net. And yeah, you have to be flexible. You have to be able to release at times and save the day.
Yep.
But when I teach man on man, it's just easier because it's
Well, I think
keep
for
it simple,
for
stupid.
young players,
Yep.
for sure. Oh, I almost went talking about that with our guys.
Yep.
Because they have this isn't a hard concept when you don't play man on man, just be in right areas. But even that, I'm like, oh no, these guys will just literally turn their backs to everything.
Yeah, because you said something interesting. Like if you lose your guy, you can't just say it's all right. You just lost your guy and that's it. Or you have your guy. You also have to be because there's breakdowns in any sport, right?
All the time.
So you have to be able to. But what I don't want is to leave this guy, go to that guy, goes back to my guy, and then your guy takes this guy, and that's where the problem is if there's not communication with good players, right?
And when I thought Vegas did this 2 years against them because they were doing the same thing, and what Vegas did in that series, and this is the one thing we do teach our guys. You guys have to run little picks, moving picks where you're going.
Yeah.
And all I have to do is kind of skate in front of you, in front of that guy, and then he gets off of him. Well, let's put it this way: you saw the collision between Steele and Brendan Smith.
That's exactly where
Did you guys break it down at all?
We did, yes.
I mean, neither one of them looked at anything but their guys, and they were looking backwards. And then they go butted each other in the middle of the ice, and then Steele got hurt on that one. Steele hurt his knee.
Well, what was the one where Duchesne was in the corner, and it was Harley coming through the middle of the ice, and he got picked, and it came around.
Oh no, wait, you're talking about against Colorado.
Yeah,
That was the
that was
Shushkin goal.
That was Brock
that was
Nelson.
goal.
That was Nelson.
Harley
that,
got picked.
That picked Harley.
Yep.
And my problem there is Thomas should have saw him.
Yes.
You know
that's
what
we
again,
said
right?
Too, yeah.
But he's watching. I don't remember who had the puck, but he's watching him the whole
was
way.
Right.
Val.
And Nelson.
Oh, that's right.
It
Because
was
Val was the one who came and scored.
And he's just staring at him like this, and then Nelson just kind of. And Nelson didn't. All he did is skated into the area, which I
No
think.
penalty,
And
for
then the
sure.
other thing was when Duchesne is down by the goal line, kind of, and he's pointing, and it's like. Even
During
if
the
you're
play-
playing,
during
even
the
if you're
play.
playing man on man, there's nobody there.
Yes, nobody over there. Guy was at the point.
All right, that's in the rearview mirror.
What do you think of the Sagan Ben Duchesne line so far?
The whole thing's been pretty quiet, right, for the Stars. And it
Well,
all,
in
it all
both games,
comes.
even last game, that line has. I think they had the worst analytics of any line tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight,
and DeBoer
there's
talked a little bit
same
about
thing.
that today, right?
Yeah.
He was looking for lines to be better in those areas.
Where do we think Rick Tockett's going? Oh, do you want to do that, John? Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see. So this is on the PK for Dallas. And it's a bit of a broken play when I think it's Ehlers who's going to get the puck in the slot on the next frame here. He's actually going to try to make a pass over to Velarde off to his left on the bottom of the frame. It goes off of the skate of Cece, but my problem comes where we were talking about 53 Wyatt Johnston, who doesn't sense that there's any danger here. And there's guys in scoring areas, and I think if Wyatt stops his feet right here in this frame, and then he's not able to get to that puck that ultimately slides over there, and Velarde gets over there to pick it off and get a whack at it. So right here, he's just coasting again. But earlier, if he senses danger going, let's get down here. Because if the puck for any reason would go back to number 55, meaning Scheifele, all Wyatt would have to do is turn around and he's in a shot lane right away. So the dangerous guy, obviously, is the guy that scores. But that's our little – and again, it's a tough play because I think CC – I don't see anything wrong with CC. Unfortunately, it hits him in the skate, pops over to Velarde. Velarde's on his strong side. He's on his forehand side, and it's a goal. But I think if Wyatt comes down into that area of the ice, he may have had some kind of play on it.
And it's because it was a broken play that it got messed up. And that's
Yeah.
why Wyatt, as we talk about, caught halfway. That's what you're
Yep.
talking about, caught halfway in between where he should have been and where he wasn't.
Yeah. And I
Happens.
just
It
I think
happens.
we say it all the time. Like if you're not sure, get down into that area, and you can always figure things out from there. And all you really have to do sometimes, if it does go back out where you came from, you just kind of turn around, you get yourself in a shot lane, buy a second or so for everybody to recover, and they make another pass down low, and then you can kind of go. Well, did Marchand get that goal?
Yeah. It was off Riley.
It's still hard to see Marchand in that outfit.
It's hard.
Hey,
Yeah.
John, how do you feel about it? You could tell us and we could repeat it. Yeah.
Marchand.
Sevy just said
in
that it
red.
feels weird to see Marchand wearing a Florida Panthers jersey. Do you agree?
You a Boston guy? Is that why?
Oh, he's
He's from Worcester.
so come on over and grab the mic.
I don't know where you're from.
No, I think I said this in the trade deadline show. I didn't think the Bruins front office was going to have the balls to trade people because they've never had
Balls,
the balls
butt
to do
cracks.
anything. So I don't like seeing Brad Marchand in there, but it is the opinion of the fan base that he was done dirty by the Bruins front office,
Right.
as were Claude Julien and Bruce Cassidy and Monty as well, and whoever the next guy is will probably also be done dirty.
Yeah.
because
Maybe they should do some things a
the
little
monster
higher
comes
up.
for everyone, and the monster's name is Cameron Neely or Don Sweeney or whomever. And the
I think
and the
Sweeney takes a
monster's
lot
name
of that,
is
right?
playoff ticket revenue, and it comes for all of us eventually.
Well, glad you're not bitter about it.
See?
Wow.
John
Knows.
not only lives and breathes New England, but he also worked in Boston sports radio for a long time. So
that's why.
he knows both the media side and the fan side, and is a great resource for everything Boston related for sports.
Sevy
What
does.
do you got?
I can't see it.
Let's have Sevy do this one.
So what we're looking at here, folks, is down the middle of the ice. We're going to see Esa Lindell. What for Luds and I both what we're looking for as the puck goes off to that left side, and as that's Ehlers making that pass, I believe, across the ice. It's the responsibility of Esa to make sure that that puck does not get through. So our thing, when you start to break down minutia of it, is he too high or too far to his right, or should he backed off a little bit towards Scheifele coming down? Because what happens is when the puck comes across, as that puck comes across there, if you're in the middle of the net, it's going to go off your skate and usually into the net. So Luds likes to back off a little bit to be off Ottinger's left. Does that make sense?
Near the back post
Why
as
not-
opposed
why
to the
not
middle
near
of the
post?
crease.
Or near post ball, because now you're too far from
It's too far from
Scheifele.
his- okay.
That's the problem. And
Well,
we're
let's
looking.
talk about skate angles too. Is that talk about minutia of
Yeah,
how your feet are pointing?
and he was trying to. He was trying
Yeah.
to knock that puck, and unfortunately, the angle of his skate went in. So, good position, I thought, and it's an unfortunate bounce because he's like it. Just lucky that it's not going to get to Scheifele, and if it doesn't go off his skate, it'll go in the corner or something,
Yeah.
and that's a dead play. So I thought everybody was in pretty good position, and unfortunate goal to make it 2-0 for the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah, and if you remember, the game-winning goal for the Stars in Game 1 was an
Yep.
unfortunate for the Winnipeg perspective redirection. Ranson and off of Sandberg's skate goes in the net. Power play goal. So what do they say? The hockey gods are cruel, but they are fair.
It is, right? Because
Yeah.
there was a few goals that the Avalanche had
Oh,
that
that
were
whole series
cheesy,
had
and
fluky goals
Stars
in it.
had a couple cheesy ones. But you make your breaks, and it's Rantanen's effort to wrap that puck that causes that thing to
Right,
go
and,
in.
and that play is, again, they're on the power play. They're getting the puck to the dangerous area. And
Yep.
so they're getting some of that fortuitousness.
Bing bong.
Super chat from John. And he said, well, are you okay over there?
Yes.
Okay.
Right around.
Just day to
Off
day.
the wall, Luds.
Day to day.
John says,
good
and this,
play,
by the way,
you know?
this is a Brendan Smith in year after the cup, might want to retool the Ben and Sagan line.
That's why I asked that.
Yeah. Do you guys agree? Like, do you think that Ben,
It might
Duchesne,
be time
Sagan,
to
Marchman back there?
put the three amigos back together. Yep. Hey, John, have we had the triplet or what do you call it? The three
Hat trick.
Yeah, that. Have we had any three hatties?
No, not
You
yet.
know what we should call it? A
Bing
hat
bong.
chat.
A hat chat?
Hey?
Synonym K with a $2 AK. Brendan Smith in Year After the Cup. That wasn't a sticker, was it?
Just a
Just
tip.
a tip. Well,
Love it.
Synonym.
Nothing better than just a tip.
Cinnamon. Thank you, Cinnamon.
Asking for a friend. What does minutia mean?
Just little stuff that makes a difference, right? Minutia, small things.
A mundane detail.
Now, mundane's a pretty big word
Thank
for us
you.
hockey players.
Yeah, but you,
I think we
you
should
understand it.
probably click over, shouldn't we?
This is
This is over.
I just wanted to see if this.
Oh, it's already clicked over?
Yeah,
Oh,
this is on
I
the right
guess-
channel.
oh.
It's on there. Trying to make it brighter. It feels like it's dark once the game starts.
No, it's
but-
just your eyes.
No, my eyes can see light. They just can't see. It's just blurry. It just looks
That's-
dark, but it might be these giant lights that
I
are
think having
behind
TV
it.
lights. All right, we're starting the
game
second period. The
has
puck is dropped.
Started.
If you're trying to sync up,
Don't
don't
look
look
at our
at the
timer.
clock.
'cause
John went upstairs to
our
try to find some
producer-
chicken.
Our producer John is on the John.
No, he went to get tenders.
Thanks, Sevy. Appreciate you. These
was
guys
subtle.
don't. These
It
guys
was
don't think
subtle.
I'm funny anymore. They laughed at me back in September, so I appreciate the
it was-
That's
giggles.
because we were just
So
laughing
bad,
at
yeah.
you. It had nothing to do with
Yeah.
what you were saying.
Oh, it was just at me.
yeah.
I got
It
you.
wasn't with you. It was
I got
at
you. That's fair.
Sarcasm.
Sarcasm.
But how about Joel Quenneville? Anaheim Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, you know what? I thought he had a good,
Ducks. Anaheim Ducks.
good, not speech, but introductory
Press
comments.
conference.
And,
Yep.
you know, he addressed everything. I know there's obviously people that aren't happy about it, which is understandable. But, and I think he's going to a team that's up and coming, you know? And I think can you run parallels to Chicago with the
Yes,
young players
yes.
at the time? And
To me, that's one of the most exciting teams that I've seen. Young teams.
Yeah.
They've got talent. They've
Oh
got
my
goaltending.
They're trying to get those guys to play a little more serious hockey.
They've
Right,
got one of
that's-
Lud's favorite right-handed defensemen right now that we were lobbying for them to go get this year.
And I think Beaker has been waiting for the process to get to a certain point, and he always knew who he wanted to get.
Oh, Beaker.
And I think that when he saw the progress that his players had made, because to me, it was kind of, I don't know, I thought it was kind of odd. I mean, you bring in a guy and fire, and they had like a 20 or 25 point increase over the year.
Yeah, they
before.
were in the playoff hunt in
And then all
March.
of a sudden you fire the guy? Like what now?
Yeah,
you
they
see
obviously had a plan.
he had a plan.
Yeah.
And I think he probably had him penciled in if everything went okay. And
But Luds, I think it's a lot to do with
Wow,
the
Bischel
talk
just-
between or how you
He
communicate
absorbed
with your
the
general
hit.
manager and whether they sync up
yeah,
philosophically.
I agree.
You got to have a good communication, and you could have the best record, and if they don't get along, at some point you're just going to yank that.
Luds,
guy
do you
down
think it
because
was a
you
little
can.
bit like with the Doug Armstrong move with Monty, just that it was at the end of the season instead of mid-season?
Well, you got to remember Monty had been there before,
Sure.
and I think he knew exactly.
That did hit the post.
He knew what Monty was all about, and he knows the kind of coach how Monty likes to coach, and
Mhm.
Army likes to have, teams that are hard to play against. He's not going to go out and get a bunch of danglers, and he believes in how he builds teams, and I think he
geez, who
felt
was
that Monty was the right guy at a certain point, because what did it take him, like 3 days to scoop him up?
Yeah.
No, it didn't take any
Yeah.
time at all.
And
Yep.
then immediately give him a 5-year deal.
Yeah.
Like,
Are you
really?
eating candy?
Yep.
I can smell it. What'd you get?
It's
Oh, it's the drink.
Bud Light.
Oh, I
like
couldn't.
Bud Light candy.
I think you do have something wrong. If you're tasting
I do have
BO,
many things
No,
wrong.
but if
Smells
you're
like candy.
tasting BO and smelling candy, that's
I
an
see
interesting
I see
combination.
colors as well.
You might want to go have like a COVID test or something.
No, doctor tells me I took a couple too many rubber balls to the head.
Luds, would you like to weigh in on that
Nope,
topic?
I'm going to leave that one just lay right there.
I'm hoping you were a lacrosse goalie.
Yes. You know what's funny
good.
though, Sev?
Yes.
I think I mentioned this. Kevin Shattenkirk told me I forget what game it was in Colorado. He was talking
He's
about
a name dropper, by the way.
Name dropper.
He called me a name dropper. This guy next to me. He was talking about Anaheim's early time when he was with Anaheim, and they were really bad, like real bad. And he was saying once Zegras and them came in, they just decided to put everything on them.
Yeah.
Media, everything was about. I mean, how much did
Oh,
we see
yeah.
them? They were on the cover of the NHL video game, all that. And then they said once that kind of doled out a little bit, they said we got to start to learn how to play real hockey again.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a funny shift that you don't hear about. It's like, hey, we're not going to be good. Let's at least get the media attention on our team.
Yes.
And then now let's figure out how to play some
And when
hockey.
And when Cronin first came in, who you know the guy he was talking to all the time? Zegras.
Had to be.
Oh, yeah.
To play defense.
Yep.
It was this.
Yeah.
A lot of this going on with those two.
Well, he's got to do it.
Yep.
Can only do the Michigan so many times this season.
I wonder if Verbeek decided to keep him for the next coach, right? Or he didn't get what he wanted.
So when you look at Corsi and time possession, 71% in favor of the Jets in that first period. Stars are starting to get a little bit more in the second period, but
the Robo Wyatt line was 87.5. Corsi Ben line 30%. A little different.
You know, Sev, you guys can hee about high danger chances and stuff, but to the possession.
I'm not looking at
just
Go ahead.
what I had.
I knew we were going to get him in.
I only had Winnipeg. They had 14 scoring chances. Okay. I only had 4 at 5-on-5. They had 8 on the power play, 2 shorthanded. So a vast majority of their first period chances came on special teams.
Yep. As you would expect, right?
Yep.
That's the momentum shift that they were looking for when you get
and they were short. They were on the power play for almost 5 minutes.
Well, when you start off with a double minor.
Yeah.
And I don't see too many hits on Morrissey here in this game, so it's free for all for him right now.
There haven't been a ton of hits. Anyway, it was 12-9 Winnipeg in the first.
Yeah, again, going to the specialty teams, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's a good point. If you're on the power play a lot, you're not hitting.
What are you pointing at, lads?
Watch Marchment. Right there. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
No, wait, he's not done. Right there. Like he's asking to get another one.
He's
asking to get another one.
He is asking.
Oh, your penalty you're talking about?
Yeah. Okay, so I was just going to ask you guys. That's actually I'm sure the first time I really saw a Rantanen.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed them as much. And I haven't been paying attention to, like, are they putting somebody, like, in his pocket or?
They're on him a little bit more.
Yeah, they were pushing on the power play
It
specifically.
looked like Morrissey was right on him on that power play.
Just like we did with McKinnon, right, on the power play. Stars up on him in the face a little bit.
It didn't work.
Yeah, the funny thing is, it worked, but their goal, he
scored all of them.
That's typical.
And he had Jake rattled a little bit
yeah.
early on, the 5-hole and a couple spots.
Speaking of that, actually, for either one of you guys, we were talking in pregame about how, remember when Miro used to just shadow McDavid every time the Oilers came into town? Do they not do that anymore because the Stars are just a deeper team? Because that was like 2020, 2021. They were nowhere near as deep as they are now. Are they able to just play guys like that team defense more and not have to do that? What's the difference? Yeah, the Stars. I mean, basically when McDavid used to come play, Miro would just play. Yeah, but Miro would just shut him off.
They believe
completely.
in man-on-man.
I know, but that would go even more into that.
I'm so of taking that guy away. Like if Miro, to answer your question, they don't have a Miro. Right? He's not here.
Yeah. Well, I just mean like in the regular season when they play the Oilers.
But
they
I
don't,
can
they
promise
don't do it
you,
anymore.
if Miro was playing for the Jets right now, he'd be out there every time Rantanen's out there.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get started. To be able to do what Miro does against McDavid is just crazy.
It was unreal. Yeah. You didn't even see him when he would do that. That was a terrible pass.
Yeah, but
wow, that wasn't
almost worked.
That was fortunate right there. Once he lost. He just transports the puck out of the zone. They territorially.
Hey, Rantanen is playing mostly against Pionk and Samberg. That's who they have out there mainly against that.
And see, I think of it from a forward that kind of stays with them. Like I would say, like
you're back to the
like a Rupe Hintz kind of guy.
Yep.
And I don't know if that would be Lowry because I look at size on size. He could probably.
We've reached a media timeout here, the first one of the second period. Jets still leading 2-0.
I actually came into this game thinking that, and I'll be honest with you, since Sam keeps talking in my ear, I haven't been paying enough attention. I would have
what they pay me to
Lowry.
do, right?
I was expecting Lowry to be in his pocket, or at least that line.
Yeah, you
I
missed
haven't
it.
really
You
paid
guys are
attention.
behind.
Do you have forward lines on there?
Whose line?
Lowry's line
Good. That's nice.
versus Rantanen.
Yeah. Niederreiter. Yeah, Lowry.
Okay, that's what I would. That's what I would do, I guess.
It's Friday night.
Hey, Luds.
You guys realize that?
Remember we were talking about face-offs in the
Sev,
pregame
you want to hit
show?
the clubs after
Have
this?
you looked at the stats so far
You want to hit
tonight?
the clubs after this? After you finish that entire bowl of
23
chips?
I know.
Four.
That's what I'm
Stars
about
have
to do
an
is take this over here.
85% face-off win
Unbelievable.
percentage.
And yeah, I
so
do. That's
far.
what I do after this. I go out, hit the clubs
Every
a little
night.
bit.
I don't know if it's translated
Dancing?
well to the
Not-
scoreboard.
that's
has it?
shirt
Are you a
off.
good dancer?
But that
Shirt off.
85 is
You gotta go shirt off. That's the
obscenely
only
high
option.
number.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem
I don't
is
go
they
anywhere-
haven't
I don't
been
go
in their
anywhere where shirts are
offensive
required.
zone much to win those
It's the way it
spots.
is.
How many?
You're not a good dancer?
Where the face-offs are taken.
No,
seen me
not on
skate?
the game sheet.
Yeah,
It
but
just
that's
shows
a
you-
little
It's
different.
just
You know,
even
you
strength
get-
or power play or short
Yeah.
handed. Amazingly,
You're
Scheifele's
clunky.
0 for
You getting
9.
rid of, is that gone?
Is he?
Okay. I thought that was gone.
You know, a lot of times, Luds, I feel like you can see face-offs and see which team is dug in a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
The team that maybe is going to win those 50-50s, but clearly it doesn't necessarily mean that, especially tonight.
No. But you can see they don't bring all their guys up into the zone. They're hanging 3-4 guys out in the neutral zone. As
and I
far
wonder
as
too
Dallas
if that
attacking.
changes because they have a 2-goal lead. They don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you don't want to sit on a 2-goal lead. I mean,
Well, no. What I mean, I don't mean they're sitting, but they can absorb pressure and counter.
You just be structured like that.
But they've always been
That's what they do.
Their game.
Yeah.
their game is built on it. That's why I felt. I just felt that wasn't all there in game one, and I think it has a lot to do with the fatigue thing.
Does this feel more like those games in the regular season that we sat here
This
and
does.
just watched nothing happen?
Yeah. This is more like that's what I mean. I just think it was a game where they were recovering from a tough series.
They had one
against
fewer
the
day
Blues.
to get over the emotions of that game.
So how do you get
too.
through it then, Luds?
Ooh,
How does who?
hands down.
How do the Stars get through that?
Nope.
Well, you got to
if
be
they
able to
found
put,
their
you, have,
game,
you have to be able to put pucks in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and not turn them over. Like I said, that's my issue is turning pucks over just across the blue line in the offensive zone and things like that. It's a blue collar game. I mean, that's kind of eventually your big guys should take over or at least get the chances from the high areas, high danger, high quality.
How
Like
tough?
that.
How tough is that shift from a Colorado series, which was pretty open and fast paced?
I wish we could rewind this stuff. Well, we can't show it. But we can't show it.
No.
But the problem I have is if you're going to hard rim the puck, you have to have people on the other side of the ice. Now they hard rim it, and you got guys coming to the puck carrier, and it just goes the other side of the ice. And that last one there, defenseman just grabs it and moves it out of the zone. Just soft chip it behind the defenseman, especially if he's got a double fours on him.
Go after him.
Yeah. Oh, that's just why didn't he
terrible
shoot that?
decision by Scheifele.
Oh God.
It's a pretty good shooter there, getting
Yeah.
it in prime position. That's a good play. That's not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call that a turnover. That's a very good play to keep that puck in. Face-offs 24-4.
Right when
they
right
lost
when we
that
start talking about face-offs.
But they blocked it.
See, what is that? Just getting it out of your zone? We have possession and then we just give it away.
Yeah, and it wasn't they weren't
Was that
gassed
Robo?
or anything. That was a new.
I just wonder if he thought
yeah.
somebody was going over there or something. Now I like that dump better. So now you can go in and you can finish that guy.
That's hit him.
It's Robo on him though. That's
Well,
not,
that kind of was for
Yeah.
Robo.
yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean. He's
Yeah.
not. Man, they attack.
I'm
with
wondering
speed,
if he's gonna shuffle any lines if they don't start creating a little bit
I
more.
believe he will.
I'm just surprised it's midway through the game.
Yeah.
Usually Pete's pretty quick to do this.
See, they're kind of controlling this zone.
Nice play by Wyatt.
But watch,
Takes the
they'll
hit.
have numbers back. There it is.
Yeah,
1 on
3
3
guys
again.
back.
There's CC leading the charge. There's the guy coming in with a hoagie.
Don't let him shame you like that.
Whoops.
Ooh. Hoagies and grinders, hoagies and grinders. Baby beans, navy beans. You know, we sang a lot last game that we haven't yet is.
Nope.
Well,
don't
was it-
start it.
It was
May have
good
been
luck.
a different. Atmosphere.
Yeah, true. Hit it.
Let's do it.
Bing bang.
Reed
Let
Thomas.
Sevy figure it out.
What?
Sevy,
Go
who is
ahead,
it?
Tim. Reed Thomas with a.
It's so small.
John, can you make that so?
Bobby Orr and Gretzky. Bobby Orr and Gretzky.
There you go.
There you go.
Attaboy.
A
There you
Haskin
go.
and 99 Cup here. Would love to see how much time we have in our O-zone. Someone other than Mikko needs to get going. I want Bishel to level 55. That's Scheifele.
I'm sure Bishop
He's
would
got it.
like to level 55. Good thing with Bishop, he'll just hit everybody till he gets the right guy right.
Paul said this guy caught too many rubber balls to the head. I think that was while I was singing
Which guy did?
Navy Beans. I think he's talking about me.
Oh,
Penalty. That looks like it's on the Jets.
I really like that Ehlers.
Yeah, he's a good
Can't
player.
stay healthy. Yeah, he's just that pain in.
How many
You know-
games? Do you remember how many games he missed in the first round? Was it a couple? Didn't he?
I
Didn't he
think
miss
only
the
played a
beginning?
couple. I think he only played a couple.
Well, that's what I
didn't
mean. Didn't Ehlers miss the first couple of games against
Yeah.
St. Louis?
Yep.
That's what I thought. Did they not call a penalty there? Or is
he? In
this the
fact, I
replay?
thought, did he come back in game 6 or 7?
he did come back. Yes.
But I mean,
Guess
that's
they
how
didn't call
late he
anything.
came
I
back.
thought they called something.
I think it was icing.
That was it. Wait, it looked like. Oh, maybe that's why. I thought for a second there was a call based on his reaction. Ooh, good read.
Too broke to pay attention. Thank you for finishing the song.
See, now there's a 50-50 battle that you can't lose that. Like,
Ehlers missed the first 5 games
Thank
of the
you.
series.
It was game
so it
6.
was-
that
Wow.
would be game 6 or 7.
Someone said that too.
Yeah.
I think it was Owen.
Nobody ever pays attention. I don't care.
I haven't seen that shot clock move for the Stars too much in this period.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
It
Yeah.
might be broke.
What did they have after
Honestly,
one? Was
Sevy, neither.
it 7?
It was
shots?
13-7 after
7.
the first
So I got
period.
2.
Each team has 2 shots on goal.
That's not what Dallas wants. That's what Winnipeg wants. They'll keep
And that's the
shots
problem, eh,
2-2.
when you get up on a team like Winnipeg, like they do get up on teams, it's real difficult to
Yeah.
get stuff now, right? They chip it in, force,
Make you go
strong
200
third.
feet.
Just you got to fight your way down through the neutral zone and in, and gets easier. But Luds, you were talking about comebacks, right? This year, a lot of comebacks.
Yep. 1 out of 3.
Yeah.
Regular
And-
season, it's 1 out of 10.
And each one of those is Edmonton.
Oh
shoot.
boy,
Shelved it too.
you could see.
Tell me that's not Lowry.
Shelved it. It was.
Lowry.
Yep, Lowry.
He kind of looks like
he is. Yeah, they were talking.
Bishel.
Yeah, they were talking about that today.
A little bit.
how Under you don't hear much about him, and big,
Yeah.
strong, burly, both ends of the ice.
Who do we want to see more from in this series so far?
Stars?
Yeah. Not in this game. I just mean.
Well, I was
more,
gonna say,
in
anybody
general.
right now would be nice.
Because if you mentioned it, right? Jake and Mikko were excellent.
Like,
Who
that's-
specifically do you think
I've
needs
said it
to be
from
better?
the beginning. Like, I want to see Matt Duchene
Yeah.
and Wyatt.
Feels like
Wyatt's,
they could
you know,
take
Wyatt
another
had
step.
a couple spurts, but
Oh, we got a piece. I thought he shelved it, but shelved.
we hit the bottom. didn't
Shelved. Yeah,
Oh.
but it hit. I think it
Are
hit
you
Jake.
drinking my
Yeah,
Bud Light?
I'm deep into at least a quarter of a Bud Light. Yeah, I think it hit Jake's shoulder or
I
whoever.
can feel Bing Bong starting to build up at some point. Now, everybody relax. This is the playoffs, and they're two good teams.
2-on-1 here.
Uh-oh.
This one, oh, that's a shooter.
Good
It's
save.
Scheifele.
See that right there? Jake trusted the defenseman.
Yeah. He also probably assumed Scheifele was going to shoot that puck. Hit the net. Hey. You know what I don't see enough of in this game, lads? Forwards calling for it and then just chipping it out, getting change. Simple hockey. Here we go. 2-on-1 here.
Oh, look at him dust
Oh.
this thing off.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh.
Man, he
What
took-
in the wide
Took
wide
his
world
time on
sports?
that one. I would like to get another look at overhead and just see what was going on in front because while Wyatt was doing that, it looked like pure chaos in the crease.
It's the fake shot that you're going to see. That's unbelievable. It just freezes you. That was the first real opportunity in quite some
Yeah.
time, right, for the Stars.
Look at see how pucks are bouncing away from Duchesne.
I was literally about to say the
Like,
exact same thing. It's
that
happened a
kind of-
lot. And he admittedly
Babushka
was
turns
very
the wrong way when
frustrated.
it comes out.
Duchesne talked about last year how he was injured and he never really felt comfortable and he was frustrated and it was hard.
Yeah.
I was expecting.
See,
to,
that's
for
what I
hits.
was looking at.
oh, I
was
don't
watching
think that
it.
did hit anybody. I may have
Ooh.
lied.
I didn't see that. That could have been a penalty.
We have hit a media timeout.
Thank you, Sam. What's the score?
I don't know. I got it. I know. Here, look at this. Look, see what
Bing
happens.
bong.
You do something good.
it's
You don't
three
even
guys
get
in
the.
the
All right, we
You
have
don't
a
even
super
get the
chat.
bump.
It's
John,
an
get me.
Oscar
What's he
back in a
doing,
year
man?
after the cup. 10 minutes from now, Dallas
Wasn't
only
he an out
musters
trying to
another
get-
2 to
I
3
don't
shots.
know. Yeah.
It might be time for our captain to be a captain and take a run at someone. Wake this team up. This is
He gets
before they
boxed
scored
out
the
here.
third goal.
Yes.
Okay.
No, he doesn't get to it.
Next one.
Bing bong.
Matthew Presley with a Lundqvist in year after the cup.
Great
We are
shot.
now
That
at
was there.
9 periods with only 2 Stars players scoring. That's just not good enough. Last Stars goal not scored by 96 or 53 was 7:51 of game 6.
So no depth is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
The last goal that was not factored on by Rantanen was Mason Marchment's game 5 tip-in goal that we thought might have been Alex Petrovic's goal.
True, but I think you can't critique a win.
No. And I'm happy with everything that Rantanen
what-
did.
Sam, why
I
did they
think you
get that
can.
look? Critique a win?
Yeah.
I think you got to be better in certain areas, but
yeah. That's a good way to put it. I think you don't ever. I don't know if Lud said it or someone else. You don't ever look at a win and say that wasn't good.
right.
You figure out a way.
Never
Figure out a way in the
apologize for a
playoffs,
win.
Right?
Right.
Regular season a little different. You win a game and it's a bad performance. You're like, we need to fix
So
that.
the
But
Stars just finished game 1 and they got the victory. Now it's 2 periods in, and now we're going back several games to see who the last time we got a secondary scorer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
yeah.
This is a
Fair.
It's the playoffs. There's 2 teams that want to win.
right.
Here.
So
And
what we
again,
want, I like the question more about Jamie Benn and can he be more aggressive and try to maybe get the
Take
ball.
a run at someone.
But that's what's happening, and that's where you get in trouble, Luds, right? Is when
Yeah.
you start to run around, and now
Yeah.
that's what Beck on that last goal. Beck and 3 guys are in the corner, and now people are scrambling. That's the biggest thing about Lud's team that won the Stanley Cup here is that the composure that they had in all scenarios, they were so good at it that you wouldn't run around. They knew they had time. Yeah, they're down 2, but you got to chip away, and you
Yeah.
can't change your game. If it's getting later in the third period, that's when you start to run around and maybe get something, but stick to the process, make your
And-
plays out, get it out of the zone,
And
get it
what-
up ice.
How you get to that point is you play 82 games the same way,
Mhm.
and then you become. And it really, honest, that's not even fair. We played 3 years like that.
Yep.
We
Yep.
played the same way for 3 years, and you saw little steps, and then you just. I think one of the most overused, but it's probably true. You trust the process.
Yep.
And you start to believe like, just stay here, guys. We're good.
Yep.
We'll get our chances. And with our team, we had 5 or 6 Hall of Famers on that team, right? So if there's chances, one of them guys are putting it in. I'm not including you and I in this.
Oh,
No, I don't think so.
a good play by Petrovic. Physical.
Oh,
Petrovic's taking a
look at that.
Lowry just got dumped into his own bench.
Who
He's
was
still
that?
in there. It was
No,
Petrovic.
What a hit by Petro.
Was that
It
Petro?
was
That was
Petrovic.
Petrovic.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So that came at the end of a shift where Bischel is
Yes.
going after
Behind the
Lowry
net.
behind the net for about a good 15 seconds.
I will say those guys are really close friends. Those two.
They've worked together all year.
It's just
in
crazy.
the
I was
AHL.
trying to talk to one, and then the other one's just chirping in the background the whole time, and then
don't
flip.
push him into your goalie.
Oh, here we go.
All right, well that's all right now.
Give
So
me
you guys
something.
asked about Jamie
Give me
Benn. It looks
something.
like Bischel and Petrovic are starting
And
things
who's
going.
this?
That's
Oh, it's Petrovic. Okay,
Morgan Barron going after Petro because
because he destroyed the
he
captain.
destroyed his captain. Right. So there had to be a response.
Love that.
Yep.
Bing bong.
Socially distant
that.
with a DeSmith 99 Cup year. Is it time to put on my sky is falling socks yet?
The sky is falling.
No.
You have Sky is Falling socks.
Chicken Little socks?
Are
I
they?
betcha.
You think?
That'd
Look
be
at
my
that.
guess.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
skeletons
How
on
about
my
that?
socks. That's awesome. That's a big one too. It's not like he just kind of fell over it. He was in the air.
Yeah. And it wasn't
Woo!
Nikolai Ehlers either. It was your
Oh,
biggest
man.
guy. Yeah.
Skates over the head and everything. Love that. Jake gives him a little shot.
Good news is Petro's going to be all over the highlight reel for a couple days. so.
Yeah.
We're going to get some penalties out of this, guys.
Jake.
Really?
Yeah.
Jake told me that the refs actually told him I think it was round 1.
It'll be all
that
even.
if someone gives you
Twos
an
around.
extra poke or something, we're not going to call it if you slash them back. He was like, we're going to give you,
is that
if
right?
you get something,
Yeah.
we'll allow you to give it back. Just one. And he thought he thought it was hilarious.
Was that Wes McCauley?
Probably.
Probably, right?
Like,
That
hey,
doesn't
you
sound
know what?
like
If he pokes you like that, give him a hack.
Yeah.
We're not going to call it.
The Stars' third pairing
It's
currently
both
in the box against 2 of the Jets' fourth-line forwards.
Pete played with 5D all last playoffs. He knows how to do it. Down a couple men.
Let's tell
What's-
people it doesn't matter 5D,
What's no,
right?
no.
Except the only time it matters is if you're getting caught in your own end a lot.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
when to stop.
What about overtime, though?
What's that?
What about overtime?
No, because these guys, that's cadence. You're getting this cadence with
No,
five.
but I meant like fatigue-wise. Like, it looked like
As long as
Harley and those guys got
as
really
long as you
gassed
don't,
last playoff round.
as long as you don't stop and start a lot in
Okay.
your own zone, right? I think the way these guys skate, it depends how demanding physically
Yeah,
it is.
it just felt like those guys were. Maybe everyone was just tired last year
Yeah.
from the teams they played. But
And you know what? I mean, if this thing is like this with 15 minutes to go in the third period, you may manage a couple of defensemen a little bit differently. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
guys that are out there all the time,
Yep.
like Harley's on the power play. Maybe, and again, Thomas can play, but there's a bigger picture here.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
This is
not
only
playing
one.
on
Maybe
injured
not on
game
the
6,
PK.
right? Pulling them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game's over. Move on.
well, there
Here
it
we
is.
go.
Oh,
Get
what a
in there.
save.
Oh my God, there's a force field
How
up there.
did
See,
that?
that's the worst thing that could probably happen is that guy gets on his game.
Yep.
He becomes a regular season goalie. That
Well, if you saw last series, though, he's in and out too, right?
yeah.
He's really good in this building. He was
Where-
awful on the
where-
road. So hopefully on Sunday here we're bing bonging 6
Yeah.
or 7 times, both on the show and in the arena.
Yeah, when you got 30 wins at home, though, you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Another
Uh-oh.
2-on-1.
Come on, let's see what you got.
Get
Asa.
back there, Sagan.
That's all right.
Well,
Yeah,
he
they'll
really
take that.
deferred to a guy that was in a worse angle.
Looked like he could have just taken the shot.
Now, here's what I like about Tyler. If on this last play, him back checking like that, like he bared down. Oh, this is Dadonov. Look at that.
Oh, cuff of the glove.
Off the cheater.
And then look at Morrissey.
It's a bouncing
It's
puck.
sitting
too.
there
He didn't
and-
get all of
But
it.
look at Morrissey using his arm. That's keeping it out. Were you
We
saying
are at a
that?
media timeout with the Stars losing 3-0.
Oh,
in
and
the
you're getting
second
so
period.
good at that.
I did the
Nailing
last
it.
one.
Yeah, you did.
And then I went for
I
a
was
fist
being
bump and he didn't
facetious.
give it
What?
to me. Yeah.
I didn't
What
even
is-
see it.
What does that mean?
Making fun of, right?
Yeah.
Making a joke of. Thank you.
You were thinking minutia.
Non sequitur.
Yes.
Jeez.
Excellent segue.
So Sagan coming back on that play, it's the reason that play got broken up was him busting back. And right, Sagan's been better at that, right? When he first came in, he just no iffy in the
You know
defensive.
why?
Well,
Your buddy.
Hitch? Yeah.
Tyler
Don't
even
say
says
my
that.
Your buddy, huh?
My buddy.
What's the story there?
It's his buddy. Every day, where's Luddy? Oh, he's
I
talking to
know.
Hitch. Where's Luddy?
In the
He's
office.
talking to Hitch. Anybody see Luddy? Yeah, he's in Hitch's office.
No, Tyler even said he made him into a better two-way player, especially in his own zone.
You know what? Also, what do you think about this? The injuries that he had give him a better perspective on being a better player and a better person, I think, overall.
And probably appreciating the game. a
That's
little
why-
bit more
oh,
now.
yeah, yeah.
My career could be
Mhm.
over. Credit to him fighting through everything he's fought through, though. Man.
Yep. Oh, it's unbelievable. When we went through all his injuries that he had,
Crazy.
it's the cuts. Remember the cuts that he had with
yep.
in the calf, and oh my god. And then he has 2 hips, and he's battling back from a second hip.
That one in 2021 was like completely lost all muscle
Yep.
surrounding it and everything.
Mhm.
Like
I think we were
full
talking
credit to him.
before you got here. Did you watch any of the Edmonton?
I did not. I just
Yeah,
watched highlights.
Did you watch the first game at all? I just wondered if you were watching Klingberg play.
No, I have not watched.
Yeah, I
Klingberg
thought he's
play.
gotten better every game, and I've actually thought he's been pretty good. Like,
We're
he
back.
still has
Yeah.
his things, but
And we have the combination.
Look at that. Get out. Who's the defenseman flailing there?
Morrissey
Was that Morrissey?
Mhm.
Yeah.
used his glove. Looked like it wasn't his shoulder. Looks like his shoulder's fine.
So there's him making a difference in a subtle play right there where
Yeah.
he's sprawling out. Not the most fancy play.
That's the difference in the game right there. Like
along the boards.
those battles and coming out of there with those pucks like that.
Oh, and someone wants us to get a live chicken and sacrifice it to the hockey gods for a goal.
Here we go.
Wow.
Oh, another one.
Jamie Benn.
Do they have Duchesne back together with his line? Duchesne, Marchment, Sagan. I saw
No, that's
together.
Ben was still out there.
But watch, Duchesne's going to come off. He's pooped. Maybe not.
I love when they had the
Ice tracker.
Victory has the time.
Ooh.
He almost fumbled there, eh? That was a football joke.
Well, I feel like I'm sitting there.
I know it doesn't.
It's not a cubicle over here. Like trying to get.
Well, you got the giant. You don't have to have this bowl here.
Well, yeah, we do.
Oh, look at Jamie hacking and whacking in front. Does everybody key on Jamie? Oh, there he is.
I don't know who's not
this. Look at
changed
this.
yet, but this is Steele, Ben, and Rantanen.
It's Jamie.
Going back to the well.
Yeah,
with
Ben
that
is
one.
Ben's gassed.
Lowry looks like he's chasing, riding around down low. You might wear him out.
All right, that's better here. Here's the play. I was Sagan to Ben too. Oh, he did. He got nothing on it.
I bet you that was hard to pick up through a couple bodies.
Yeah, sure. He heals it.
Oh,
Steelers
Uh-oh.
doesn't look so good there,
Uh-oh.
guys.
He's not moving that right arm at all.
He's always hurt.
How about what Tom Fitzgerald, yeah,
What about him?
what he said about Jack Hughes? Did you see?
No, I didn't see.
He was basically saying like
It's
it's about time. This guy gets injured way too much. He needs to strengthen up a little bit
That's
here.
true.
But he said it like just straight up out
Like
loud.
get in the gym or
yeah,
something?
like, hey, this Jack, look, you've injured your shoulder 4 times now.
You were
you need-
140 when you came here. Now you're 139. We got to do something
We
different.
need you to be a little stronger. Can't imagine him. Imagine him with a little
Who?
10,
Him?
15 pounds of strength on him.
I know, but
already
does
such
that
a-
take away from anything
Yeah,
that he does?
maybe.
Who's that?
I don't know.
What are you talking about?
Hughes.
Yeah.
Not the Quinn, the Jack.
Yep.
Man, the Quinn. Oh, God, I love watching him play, too.
But powers equal work over time, right? So if you bring up the work and you're a little heavier and you can still move that body, you're stronger for it, I think.
For sure.
It's like Wyatt, right? Wyatt's going to be bigger and stronger, and
Yeah.
he's going to be a little bit more power
But
than he has now.
I
but
think
it's not-
Wyatt's kind of like Gumby. I don't know if he gets hurt. I mean, he just kind of rolls
Yeah.
off. And
and he's stronger, I think, than he looks. He's like, you guys see him in the dressing room, right? Just a tiny
got
little
some big,
guy.
Yeah.
got some big
Just
quads too,
Yep.
though.
It's like Peter Forsberg. He couldn't bench 100 pounds, I bet. But, Lud's played against Forsberg, Peter Forsberg, and just a mutant.
fuck, was he strong?
Yeah, but he could not bench anything. And I mean, zero.
Really?
It was all
I
legs.
saw him a couple weeks ago in New Jersey.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, with the card show thing, and he was in there.
Surprised at the lack of times I've had to go to the bathroom during these 2 watch-alongs.
Yeah?
Like usually I'm in the bathroom 2 times a show, and that's over
You
just an
ran
hour.
and fumbling pucks over there.
Thanks,
Yeah.
John.
I do
been like that
enjoy
all
that
night.
drop.
I just think that he can sense somebody.
We should have a movie night in the studio. I'll
Anything?
watch it. That's not a good pass there.
He can't find the space that he's found before.
Yep. Right. Well, that's the first thing you tell your team. You got to get on him a little bit more. Rantanen, we're talking about.
They could use one here before the end of the period. I feel like 1 goal would help them be closer to the 3 that the Jets have, right?
What do they have?
Minutia. Yeesh. Yes, thank you, Paul. Cheers to Sam's bladder. I appreciate you.
There's one 50-50. There's another 50-50.
No, Olivia, I didn't go to the bathroom during game 1, and uh-oh.
Tired or hurt?
Marchment feeling it.
I don't think he's hurt.
No,
Sam,
still
are you
on-
reading all that stuff
out
on the
there.
radio
He's not
screen?
hurt as long
Is that
as
what
it's
you're
in the
looking-
offense.
Is that the same thing?
Yeah, read those off if anytime you see anything funny.
I can't see.
I can't read them.
Amazing
That's
how
why
much
I have it right
energy
here.
Players
Oh,
find when
boy.
that happens.
I don't
isn't
have
it?
my glasses on or my TI-84
What are they,
Texas
big
Instrument.
bongers?
No, they're
Or
just
just-
regulars.
How do you pick out which one? Just you got to read them all and then pick out a good one. Is that what you do?
Yeah. I just look for my name because I don't care about you guys.
Oh, are they sending them to you?
No, they're just
He's picking out his
general.
own.
I'm just picking out ones that say
Call
my
that
name.
selfish, but that's okay.
Bing
Yeah.
bang.
Mine are
there you go.
Sevy.
Reggie
See?
Dunlop chimed in with a Brendan Smith
Certainly
here
doesn't
after the
look
cup.
tired.
Stars busted out their game 1 for game 2.
Yeah.
It ain't.
Oh, he gets. That's a little bit of a slew foot.
Yep. Oh, the back, eh?
Oh no, he left.
Yeah, I might not have a shift the last 90 seconds anyway, though. Go get some early treatment.
If there's a power play, he'll be back.
That's
I haven't noticed that. Well, yeah, they're on the second unit, so they're probably not getting much.
Good shot by CC.
Yeah, this is where you need a cheesy one from your depth players.
Right there.
Yes.
That got blocked.
Get things rolling a little bit.
Yep. And you know what you do? Like when they have that good shift, Sevy, then double shift them.
Yep.
Get your next line out there, then go right back with them again.
Yep.
Just throw them a bone and.
We haven't seen too much stretch plays either from the Stars, have we?
They don't have. They can't get them.
Where
through
can
that.
I
Yeah.
hear it on
They
the
don't
radio?
have
We're
them
not on the
back.
radio, right?
Or at
This
least
isn't on the
flipper.
radio.
Who?
Us. Someone asked, "Where can I hear it on
Penalty.
the radio?" I don't know if they're asking about us
The
or
what?
the game, maybe.
You like the
Can't-
flipper?
I can't get it down.
Oh,
All right.
I know, eh?
I
I
got
know.
a Jets penalty or a Stars penalty.
Every time I try it,
High
it
sticking.
just goes to the blue line. Hey,
Oh, it was a Stars penalty.
Oh, my stick
Ah.
was right.
Yeah.
Antonin.
Thought it was the opposite.
I try it all day long. And in Valley, you can't go high.
oh, you can't go high.
But I don't care. I just want. I'll break the clock if I have to. Just give me like 3 or 4. One day I told Eddie, I got it figured out.
Oh,
Oh,
right,
that's
penalty.
$7,600 right there.
Yep.
No.
Oh, and we were talking about the flip pass. Both of us are trying to work on that flip pass.
Yeah, that's
that we
right.
see.
The hand grenade.
Did you see the kid you were talking about from the Western League do it to
Yeah.
me? He just flipped it up and landed right on my stick, and I went in on the breakaway. Didn't score. Shocker.
I did see the time where you got stoned.
But that was the
You
play
get
that.
stoned too?
What? You guys got stoned at the nooner?
Yeah,
What?
that's why you call it the nooner.
Thwarted.
Thwarted.
Jealous. You should have it. You should have it later in the afternoon.
So,
eh?
Sev, speaking of which, I watched the U18 semis last Friday in Frisco.
Yep.
And these kids are so talented, but a lot of them love that little backhand flip saucer. It's like a 4-foot. They'll skate into trouble right at a defenseman. They'll go to their forehand and then try to flip it. But a lot of times it's not a good play. It's just they just
Dangerous.
they rely on this little cute little thing instead of just making a smart 10-foot pass.
Yeah,
And I
passing-
just kind of
hey,
scratched my
lads,
head.
Passing is a problem here in Dallas Fort Worth.
Well, this was
Sebby,
this is on the
You're
international
hitting
stage.
buttons with me, Sevy.
That's why I'm
We're in
throwing
the
it.
middle of a spring camp, Sevy.
How many dangle fests do we see?
I never get it when these guys are 6 feet apart, 7 feet apart, 10 feet apart.
End of the period.
Nobody between them,
All
and
right.
they have to throw a saucer pass.
Yep.
That's just what I
pass
was
the puck.
talking about.
Yeah.
Pass
Yes.
the puck.
You got it. Only looks pretty if you sauce it though.
Are you going to the bathroom?
Yeah,
Sam?
you want to come?
No, thanks.
Lads, that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I was just saying to Sev is
Good
that
luck.
watching that U18 tournament,
Wash your hands.
a lot of what I felt, and maybe this is old guy yelling at clouds, but it felt like a lot of unnecessary over skill when you could just make a simple pass.
Well, I mean, they go to skills things, and they got skills coaches,
And they're very good.
I know, but it's just kind of like a time and place. You know what I mean?
I agree completely.
Especially like with us here, which bothers me a lot of weekends that we play. It's just the way it is, so they can get more games in. They flood. We have half times. It just drives me nuts. Like they don't flood until next whistle after the 9-minute mark. So you're playing on
So you have
brutal ice for
a
end
good
of that,
chunk.
and then you get the rest of it, and they're still trying to throw saucer passes. I don't get it.
Just because you can do it doesn't mean
Yeah.
you should do it. Yeah, I agree.
Too many YouTube videos and too many highlights they watch.
A lot of Trevor Zegras, right? Now
Kids
everybody.
don't watch games. And even you'll let
You know how? So we bring them in. What I try to do, Sevy, with our guys, and again, they're not. They're not going to USHL. I mean, some of them are. They'll be, we'll get the odd ones, North American guys. But ask them who do they watch, who do they know?
Nope.
Because I like them to have a player to watch, because it kind of reminds me of who you should be at the level that you're at, kind of thing. And yeah, they throw out the names. I'm like, well, first I start with what team do you watch? They don't all watch the Stars, and some guys say, well, okay, so number so and so on the team. Okay, well, do you watch games? No. Well, then how? You just told me you watch YouTube. I said YouTube are clips of 5 seconds
highlights.
of the best players on the planet that you'll never be. Like, go watch a game if you like to watch a game. And instead of watching this guy, why don't we start with this guy? Like, watch Colin Blackwell. You know what I mean? It's more realistic.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them. You can carve out some years.
But I use the example of Connor McDavid. What's his best move? His best move is a 1-2 with speed. That's all it is. It's coming at you 1,000 miles an hour and going like this.
Yep.
That's it. And they look at me, no, it's the twisty turn with the this and no. I said, no, it's 1-2. That's all it is.
He actually only used that move when he finds you in tight with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got different ways. Yeah.
But
otherwise,
he's got a lot in the toolbox, but
it's a separation that he Just ask Jack Eichel. Eichel is still spinning around like
That
a
was
top.
so fast, though, Luds, last night.
I feel bad for Eichel. I mean, it's not like but he was he wasn't really doing much.
Wasn't he kind of caught in between?
Well, he didn't get up on the play. And then all of a sudden he sees this lightning
And there's
bolt coming at him.
nothing he
It was
can do
like
at that point.
exactly what's that. It's just a little 1-2. And at that point, I'm thinking, okay, I'm either going to guess right or I'm going to guess wrong. But I would rather guess wrong to the middle of the ice. And if anything, maybe he's got to go out here a little bit.
And you got to be careful with that because he can still go.
Yeah.
around
No,
you.
yeah.
Gosh. And that's where Miro is so good, and why the Stars miss Miro so much is because of that, his ability to skate backwards and pivot and just section the guy off. And
I
if he gets
guarantee
beat-
you were doing the game, Debbie, and this would have been, it was in the playoffs, so not last, I think about 2 years ago. Anyway, the puck turned over in the neutral zone. And it actually turned up, Miro was moving up with the play in the neutral zone. Puck turned over. McDavid picked it up at about his own blue line. And then just, but he was already kind of coming out. Miro literally stopped and took 2 strides, closed the gap like that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because McDavid ran into him. He kind of had to do this. I'm like, and I even said, whoever I was with, I'm like, do you see what he just did? Like, and that's just a gift that he has.
And you go back to his very first game against McDavid, and I watched him closely in this, and he got roasted a couple times, obviously, because he couldn't match the speed or didn't know how to do that. And then 2 or 3 games later, he figured it out, and it was a much different. And then now you talk about what he does now against him. He's got it down. You're still going to get ripped by that guy every now and then, but that's where you miss Miro, and that's why Morrissey is such a big gift for this team tonight. The Jets.
Remember Hitch was coaching in Edmonton, right?
Yep.
So I call Hitch up one day. It's the dumbest thing. I know, like I'm asking for
The
punishment,
dumbest
but
thing.
anyway, we were talking. I said, "Hey, Hitch, because McDavid he comes in just inside his own zone. He picks the puck up, somewhere around top circles, and literally he's gone." And I said, "I'm just speaking from my being a defenseman, Hitch." I said, "I would be asking him to not be going full speed by the time he gets between that blue line and the center line." I said, because I can kind of get up and I know that's what he does. I can kind of judge his speed a little bit.
Yeah.
Not that I could ever stand up on him, but if he ever did that, because he doesn't, but he's got like 4 different gears. Like I'm like, and Hitch was being kind. He's like, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I got to go, Luds. He probably hung up and go, Ludwig, just stay back.
Hey, Luds, if you were in that position, I know you're talking about being in a different gap, but if you were in that position that Eichel was, is there a thought crossing your head at that quick speed?
If my feet were all tied up like that,
like just gummed up and he's flying at you,
I'd have laid down.
Would you?
I thought of it immediately.
Well, that's what I mean. Would you just taken him out?
Hey, which
Take
goal
the
are you
penalty?
talking
No,
about?
I would lay down.
Hey, fellas, which goal are you talking
Make
about?
him go the overtime winner.
Overtime winner?
Yeah, if for Edmonton. So
No,
you would just make him have to make such an
No,
adjustment.
when he got within a couple stick lengths from Eichel, because Eichel knew he was screwed at the time.
Totally.
Yeah, and it's a total guess. And again, you're talking about split second. But me being there, I would have just laid down. I'd laid down sideways and make him do something, and he probably would.
And if he gets around you and goes down and it's a penalty, at least he didn't score.
Well, I don't even know if it. Yeah, exactly. But
Right.
I don't even know if
That's-
there'd be a
yeah.
penalty. Whatever it would be. But like I said, I would have at least I'd have taken away the middle ice more and make him go to the wall, only because I know he beat me, but at least now he's out here.
Yeah.
I've been in a lot of panic situations. So,
Well, first of all, it's a forward, period. That's all you got to say.
right.
This poor guy, he was Bambi. His legs were perfectly straight.
Exactly.
He didn't know, I'm watching it now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm watching it right here, and they're talking about the Draisaitl overtime. Yeah.
It was Eichel, right?
Well, first of all,
Yes.
he pulls his stick this way, so his body's going this way.
Yeah.
And that's the 1-2 move I'm talking about with McDavid. Yeah.
I mean, he literally he does one step to his right.
And that's what you're doing. I
And
tell
all
guys,
you
watch
need.
the body. Whatever, if the body starts to fade this way, you're going the opposite way.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what was happening there. And he does
The
it
thing
so
is,
fast.
he's not keeping the puck on his stick either. He just put it into an area.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything. I'm just going to put it over here, and I know exactly how far the puck is going to go.
Right.
And even if it goes too far, I still have another gear I can go get it before they do.
John, did we hit these super chats?
Hey, Luds, before we get to those super chats,
Okay.
do you think there, as we're watching the TNT intermission
We
crew
need
on our
that
TV,
floor.
Do I think Rick Tockett's going to Philly? Yes.
no, do you think he's going to TV?
No.
What if you don't think
he'll do that? He's getting paid.
well, no, but I'm saying like you don't think that he'll just say, hey, maybe I want to break from coaching?
No, not a
You
chance.
think he'll go right to because I think Philly's a great fit for him, but I know he really liked his time with the TNT crew.
He's a
Does-
coach.
You think so?
He likes to coach.
You don't think he needs after the Vancouver
he's
thing, a
gonna-
year off?
He's going to be the second or third high. Have you heard what coaching's getting in Anaheim by any chance? I haven't either. I was just wondering what they. They don't make that stuff public,
No.
do they? Or?
No, not
No,
really.
I feel like Babcock was the only one that was.
It was a kind of
Well, that's because
north
he got
of.
booted in a week.
Yeah,
well,
they'll-
no,
they'll
not
say
the
what- they'll
Columbus
say
one. I'm
what's
talking
north
about the
of.
Toronto
That's
contract.
because he raised the
It was
he
a
raised the
huge-
bar
oh,
for
it sure
all the
was.
coaches.
Tell me, Biz doesn't look like someone who lives in their parents' basement. And they said, you know what, today you got to go to this job interview, and that's what he showed up wearing.
I think he loves that.
Look at that outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely trying to play that role.
Yeah.
It is hilarious looking. All right, John, let's hit him. We got some funny ones on here.
Bing bang.
Also, Luds, someone said you need a chug of beer.
All right, we have a
Gladly.
Brendan Smith
So,
year after
too
the
late.
cup.
He's already-
Revy Two Hands just want to say y'all look delicious tonight. That's an interesting spelling of delicious.
Bing
by the
bang.
way.
Specifically to Sevi, who's going,
Marshall
who's going
second
after
with
the chips
a
again.
Ludwig and a
Sevy.
Hey,
That's
how
Sevy.
about that? It's a Ludwig and a Severyn. 3-17.
Or it could be a Ludwig and Ludwig.
What are the
But it's a
updated?
Ludwig and
You wore
Sevy
17 too?
in Montreal.
What are the updated predictions of? Let's see, for the series. So we're changing our predictions after.
I'm not
two games?
changing
Dude,
mine.
Lud
I
still,
said
Lud
it'd be
still
in
says
5.
5.
I said stars and 6. I'm staying with that.
I have literally no clue what I said. No.
Not officially.
I don't know what I said, to
Why?
be
Did
honest.
somebody say sweet?
No.
No.
You said stars and 5.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. I can say
Yes. I thought you intimated.
Oh, did he just bag him on the air? He did.
What'd he say?
Taka just bagged Biz.
For his
What'd he
outfit?
say? For the outfit?
I don't know, with his stick.
Oh,
No.
oh,
he
You're talking
tapped-
about
he-
cup check.
He gave him a tap.
Or, yeah, whatever you guys call it. Mando.
Gave him a love
He
tap.
mandoed
The
him.
Mando
He gave him the Mando butt
Let's
crack.
do the next one.
Look at-
We're gonna
Bing
watch to see
bang.
if he got a
You
little
didn't have
cup
to go
check
that
here.
far
I didn't.
back.
I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, you went way too far back. Harry Wagstaff with a Brendan Smith year after the cup. If you four started a boy band, what you name it?
Lost
name
Boys.
it?
What? The Lost Boys. That's good. Pete. Yeah.
Tomahawk City.
Tomahawk City's actually not
yeah.
bad.
Tomahawk City's nice.
Get
That's
it
it
ready,
right at the
boys.
end.
Get ready, boys.
The Bing Bongs.
Bing bang.
Revy Two Hands with a Brendan Smith year after the cup.
Samando and Boys.
They would name it Delicious.
Samando and Company.
There's an extra S in there that you don't need in Delicious.
I didn't get
Bing
that one.
bang.
Revy Two. No, that's the
You
same
waited
one.
all
Rugs.
this time to see it happen?
Oh, I didn't click it. I was looking at the screen.
Rugs
Oh.
with a Lundqvist and year after the cup. 14 tattooed on my left thigh, but looking like Pavelski last year. Ugh, gutted to see it, but he has got to win it this year.
Did you get it tattooed on your thigh because Jamie Benn has a tattoo on his thigh? That's what I want to know.
Bigger question.
Tattoos on his thigh, right?
Yes.
Doesn't he have tattoos?
Yes.
Bigger question
Not
is
sure about
is
one.
this
One big one, right?
so
Your-
the
your
last
face.
what would you say 3-4 games? I missed it.
It hasn't happened
No,
yet.
it's coming up.
Oh, it's coming.
What's 3-4
Sam
games?
went 8 minutes
Bing
behind.
bang.
So.
The number of games that in a row that Jamie hasn't looked great. in the playoffs? 3 or 4 games probably now.
Yeah.
Not the whole series, not the whole playoffs, but the last couple it hasn't been as good. By the way, we're all watching the
I like
TNT
the wooden sticks too, except for
intermission report to see if
I don't know why
Rick
I am. I already
Tocchet
saw it.
Talk's got the
gave a little
$400 warrior.
cup check to Paul Bissonnette.
What do you feel about the white sneakers with the suit, Sev?
Oh yeah.
You like
Bring
it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You want
I don't
to
like
say
the.
Owen's
I
not
don't-
a fan of it.
I don't like Talks.
Oh, he's got a goalie stick.
Was it
Liam,
goalie?
I didn't see it. He's got it backwards though.
Did you go right back to the beginning of the?
I
thing,
did.
or
I
what
have
did you do?
literally no idea.
Hey Sevy, you should tell
No
tell
idea.
Sam your theory on what you wear up above and below the desk, or your preference.
I don't think they think they're on air.
Did
I
he?
think he was off the air.
So he was the one that did it first.
I think I went way
And then
too
you
far.
said, well-
oh
my-
no.
Well, it's over now. Let's see. Reggie Dunlop with a Lundqvist
I'm
and you're
sitting
after the
next to
cup.
Reggie Dunlop.
Connor must have the her.
I
No
blew it.
stars want to get in front of them or crash the net. That's
I blew it.
interesting.
I blew
What
it.
did
Bing
Reggie say
bang.
again? Oh, never mind.
Suggesting that there was some venereal disease possibly in front.
When is Miro coming back? I don't know.
Coach Sevy.
Yeah.
Great to hear from you.
Oh.
Go effing stars from Bailey.
Oh, so good. What's up?
Haskin in 99.
Will you chug a beer already?
No, it's gone.
He's not a chugger. He's a
being
marathoner.
He's being asked to chug one though. You
It
have to
doesn't-
do what
no,
they
no,
say.
no.
Who said I had to chug one?
He doesn't. Being asked doesn't mean you have to do it. Listen,
I live my life
he
that
is
way.
the marathon king.
Yeah.
He picks his pace.
Bing bang.
You don't change that.
Now that you're
gonna go
mentioning
soon.
that,
Put it down.
not that I'm around Luds a
then we
lot.
can't reach
What
him.
do you say?
Not that I'm around Luds a lot, but I don't think I've never seen him chug a beer. I've seen him with a beer.
This is peer pressure. That doesn't bother
So
me.
it'd be like the difference between a sprinter and a distance runner.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
helping you out over there.
Hey,
All right. So could I chug it faster?
no.
No, you're just.
I don't know. You
nonsense.
might. Let's
No.
try it.
No.
Yeah. Let's. We
No,
should.
because there's.
Would you do
I
that?
only-
Oh, yeah, he's
I
backing
only,
up now.
I only have 3 hours left to drive home, and I won't be sober.
Huh?
I won't be sober in 3 hours when I have to drive home.
Up there.
Hey, Sam, you got
Cheap
your
seats.
answer. Ruggs came back with another super chat, a Brendan Smith year after the cup. Inner thigh because I'm a diehard.
Fair enough.
Inner
I still
thigh
want to
tattoo?
see. I still want to see a DLS tattoo. Who's gonna get it?
There it
Bing
was.
bang.
You
Who's gonna
missed
get
You
it,
got him
boys?
back. Now you missed it again.
Cinnamon
Here,
Here,
just got
I'll
it.
just rewind it.
No, we got him back.
with a Brendan Smith
You
year
might
after the
get
cup.
the- well, I don't
Jamie
know if
may
you
be
get it.
playing
Rewind it,
hurt,
it'll be
not
good.
scrapping at all.
Yeah, but they might have showed the first
I
one.
wondered about that, Sev. I wondered if there was something of an injury.
Oh my.
I didn't do
think-
it wrong that time though.
Not
Yes,
he's
you
not
are. You're hitting
scrapping,
the
not
channel
fighting.
changer.
Yeah, or just
I'm on the same
physicality.
channel.
Is
Left to
it
Did
could
you
be-
see-
hitting
we
the
got to
left
show
to
that.
right.
You get it
He
okay.
was physical. He was physical in that second period.
It's not gonna
you
let me
think
go back now,
Ben
is it?
could be nursing an injury.
This
They
can't
all
be,
hurt. They're
this
all
can't
hurt.
be
Well,
good
yeah, but
TV.
Jamie
But how
would
bad
never
guy?
ever.
Oh,
admit
there
it.
it was.
I saw him
He's
get.
got him.
But did they show the first one or no?
So
I
was
don't
that
know.
Biz?
That was the Biz getting him
He
back
just got
one.
him
I just want
back.
to see if he showed the other one. I don't think they did.
What, are we still on the Florida game?
Somehow I went back to the Florida game.
Oh, please.
Roku, fix your remotes. Oh, he did get him good. He got him good. I like that Talk's got
Bing
gloves on.
bang.
too.
Yeah.
Those are gloves.
Bing
Those are,
bong.
those are good gloves. Those Warriors.
Bailey with a.
How many Bing Bong Baileys has he got
Bailey's
up there?
got quite a few now. Haskin in 99. I will chug a
Isn't
beer
John
for
supposed
Lud.
to be throwing
Hey,
his hat?
Bailey says he. I will chug a beer for
Oh, he's
Luds.
keeping count.
3 in a funnel if he completes 1 sub 20 seconds. So if you chugged a beer in under 20 seconds, he would do 3 in a funnel.
20 seconds?
20
I
seconds
could
to chug a
chug
beer.
I could do it.
20
Yeah, I
seconds.
could
You
do it
could?
at 20.
Luds is like, come on.
20 seconds is
Bailey.
20 seconds, you could take an intermission.
Right.
Get a stretch in. All right. Who's doing it? Owen. I vote.
not. You couldn't beat me.
I vote Owen. No. I couldn't
No?
beat anybody.
Well, then why are you challenging Luds?
No. I'm telling. I asked him if
Did
I
he
could
not?
do it. I did not say let's do it. I said could I do it?
It sounded like a
20,
challenge.
20 seconds. Let's do it here.
All right,
How
next
long?
one.
20 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That's
that's
a long time.
okay. Here's 20
Bing
seconds.
bang.
Ready? Go.
Revy two hands, another Brendan Smith. You guys smell
That's
great
mine.
tonight, although it's
that's not
Snell. Revy, I think you got to check your typing there.
Bing
No, it's
bang.
Friday night. Probably having it.
Sam,
Chris,
Chris, 10 seconds.
here we go. Chris Canada with the DeSmith 99
No.
Cup here.
Slow.
Any guesses if Miro is back for Game 3? I'm going to say no.
You know what?
I'm going to say yes.
Why?
The way DeBoer answered it today, he's out.
Yeah, but he.
I don't think Lud's.
You asked my opinion.
Yes, please.
I'm good.
Thanks, Sam Mando.
The Samando.
Sam had a swim today. He's fired up.
Oh, he had to swim?
Yeah.
Got in the pool?
That's what he said, yeah.
Did he
I thought maybe you knew.
water?
You sound pretty confident.
Hey, Sev.
He told me. He told me how to
Sev,
swim.
water wings with the kickboard?
You know
and
he's
flippers?
he's an habitual liar. That one.
Sam is?
Oh yeah. He's a fibber.
I did not know that about
Yeah.
Sam.
He gives it away though. He laughs like 5 seconds later. Like, okay, you're lying, Sam.
I'll ask him when he comes back.
You should definitely question him when he comes back and see if you can see the lie detector test.
Oh, we should do that.
Oh, that would be fun.
We should get a lie detector kit. Oh, I shouldn't even bring this up.
No, we should actually. I'll bet you there's a DLLS viewer that probably has the.
Well, McKee
all the
could
stuff.
David could get one too. David, you know David McKee, right?
See, the wheels are already
he's a
turning.
Cop now.
Luds has a guy.
Richardson is really.
You always have a guy.
I know. I had a guy. David was going
does
to
have a
arrest
guy.
you out here, Scooter
Me?
Boy. Yeah,
Was he?
they wouldn't allow it
What's that? Just
because as
just
soon as
have
they
fun?
got out of the cars, the cameras automatically come on and they can't take
Oh,
cars
like
off duty.
You wanted to get me, huh?
Yeah, I had it all set up. Oh, in my head, I had it all set up.
I was gonna
just-
say.
Yeah.
Because then they get in trouble because their police body cams go on.
And they don't like guys having cars
fooling
off
around,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. And I said, well, just put the suit on, just stand out there, be walking down the
It'll
street.
give me a heart attack, that's for sure.
I know. I knew it.
Well,
was.
that's very generous of you
I
to
like
think
it. I like
of
it.
making me feel better. All right, third period
I know.
coming up.
Yeah. Well, I even know it. I've been here 2 days.
Where's what clock?
Thanks, Sam.
It hasn't started yet.
Just like, don't listen or what over there?
All right, third period. Puck is dropped and we're underway here in game 2.
Are you having one? Yeah. Uh-oh. Everybody just say goodnight to Sam.
It's down 3-0. I got to do something here.
If I had the jersey on, I could turn it inside out
That's true.
and backwards. That's too early for that. We
You
don't
got to
need
save
it.
that for
We
what
don't-
game?
yeah,
Was that
we don't
game
need
7?
We got a few more.
Jets still on the power play, carrying over from the first.
Probably shouldn't have turned it over right there.
There's this play again.
Yeah. I'm wondering why they keep going to it when Jake keeps taking it away. I mean, that's
There's a
got to be
chance.
4 or
You're
5
saying
times
there's a
we've seen
chance.
that now.
Yep.
That one right there.
That's the one. Yeah. Puck's bobbling.
Yeah.
Got to give it to Hellebuck, though. That's a big save. That's one here, too. Again, Jamie doesn't elevate it or has trouble coming from that side.
Marchman's back.
He is back
Yep.
on the bench.
Back door.
Is that Estimator right in front again?
Yep.
Shocker.
Yep.
That's what you call a must kill.
This is. Yep. If it goes in, next goal.
There is some kind of stat saying when teams come out and they have the power play at the start of the period.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted to
It's
know.
an awful stat.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Awful.
'Cause
I wonder why. Like, how do you not talk about everything? Get ready.
I think aren't
I
you
think-
just not?
Not warmed up.
Yeah, you're just not flowing.
Yeah.
You don't feel good. Like I'd
What do you
rather
think about that?
get
Yeah.
one in the final minute 40 than even on the rough ice.
So, do you guys remember what that stat was? Do you remember? It was bad. It was just terrible.
Yeah, I don't
the
remember.
Percentages. Were
Yeah. Yeah.
It was funny. I remember I was at the Winter Classic just as a fan in 2020, and I remember saying to my
You weren't
my-
playing in that?
No, I wasn't playing.
Oh,
No, I wasn't in the press box.
sorry.
But I was saying to my roommate, I was like, I hope they score. They got a power play into the second, and I was like, I hope they score because
now you got
they're not
numbers.
going to score at the beginning of the third.
Harley should get up.
And then they did. It was that Klingberg shot that hit
Yeah,
Janmark
yeah,
and
yeah.
started the comeback.
Started going.
Oh, a
Oh,
little too much. Good poke.
there's Pionk again, who's
All
gone
over
head to head with Rantanen this game.
He's kind of been in his grill a couple times.
Bailey has challenged us for under 20 seconds to chug the beer.
Bailey has?
Says make me drink 3 by the funnel. I beg you. You could just do it.
Yeah,
you
'cause
don't
it's-
have to. You don't need a reason. It's Friday night. Stars are playing.
Everybody here on the panel could nail one down in 20 seconds.
I think so.
Everybody.
I don't know. John doesn't like beer.
I don't either.
Oh, I thought you said you
I
didn't like
can
beer.
take it down.
Let's clip that.
He's got no microphone. He's safe.
Yeah, but my mic picks it up.
John said, "I did my time."
Hey, do you not have it? You can't because the fourth one's over here, John. Is that why? You can only work 4 at a time.
Oh, move it. Aye.
He did.
I didn't necessarily mean there, but
Mean to no one?
I meant to pull it to the forehand. But
You have to be a little more specific. next
yeah,
time,
he was listening.
Yeah, apparently.
I should coach.
Say score next time then.
Okay, I'll say it to him.
Any concerns coming out of this game if it should end
No.
similar to this about their goaltender?
About their goaltender?
Mhm.
No. Because you don't, right? Consistency. Just because he has a good game today. I think next game, if we
Texas
see
edition.
the same thing, then we start talking. Because, lads, that's the one thing you guys taught me watching you guys is that from
Reset.
game to game, yeah, it's a reset. No
Yeah, but
matter which way.
for I thought it would be a big one for him to get out of the first round, and then he played didn't play good,
Mhm.
and then
Oh, there it
Nope.
is.
This is not over yet.
CC with 3 attempts.
Yeah.
and then when he's sitting on the bench with a couple minutes to go in the game 7, sitting there, and his team bails him out basically, so he doesn't have to
Yep.
live with any of that.
Mm-hmm.
That you have, I owe my team now.
Mm-hmm.
I owe my teammates for, if nothing else, not having to answer all them questions. Can
Yes.
you imagine that barrage again?
Well, it was such a load for the Winnipeg Jets to get out of that first round after
Mm-hmm.
2 years, whatever it is. Just inconsistency in
Yep.
playoffs. From now on, everything's extra. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The pressure of that is off. So that's maybe helps them mentally. Look at that little move and pass.
Sevy, apparently you know Bailey.
Coach.
You do? That's the one you coached. Okay. Says you know that they need a reason. You used to tell you not to. You used to tell them not to curse all the time.
Right. I don't curse too often.
You don't curse.
I don't.
Me neither.
Around you guys,
This
yes,
guy
there's a
does.
time and a
This
place.
guy does.
But the kids, I don't. I just never have.
Yeah. Well,
Because also, like,
I
we're
wish I
doing,
could say that.
Yeah, I know.
You got to rip
Don't
them
you
a new
ever get
one
on here and
sometimes.
throw one out every now and then?
Our guys?
No, when here on air.
Yeah, but
Yes,
but
he
we
does.
can't
Oh,
penalty?
you can.
He does
Okay.
all the time.
Not there's certain. I'm
show-
still
our
not
show starts
completely
with him
clear
saying
when you can.
Uh-oh,
ban.
is it both?
I don't think it is.
Right now? There's a certain.
stop
There's a
saying.
certain time.
Yeah, there you go.
What do you get him for? High stick?
I think it's a cross check.
Another cross check.
All right, guys, take a look at this one. What do you think?
Well,
Well,
sure.
yeah.
What do you
Looks-
gonna?
yeah,
What do you
yeah.
want us to think?
Well, no,
Maybe boarding.
I didn't
Yeah.
see it.
Maybe
so,
boarding
The
more
only
than.
thing he didn't
Ooh,
do was break his back and
so
neck.
man, that's
So
bad.
dangerous.
That's not a
Yeah,
good
that's
one.
not a good one.
That's just strictly hitting from behind, I would say.
Yeah.
That's all right. Hey, make them hurt.
Was
Former-
he turned at all, or was he always
former
on the
star.
back? Did he just show his numbers
No,
the whole
he
time?
was-
He had him
Straight,
Okay.
straight into the boards. Yep.
The only thing he was missing was the stop sign back there.
But you know, that's how something turn on you sometimes, and you're already committed.
Yeah,
Well, it
you're
wasn't
just-
one.
yeah.
It wasn't one of
No, it
those.
wasn't that.
I disagree. Lake of Fire. I
think
don't
that's
think that Bishop barely touched him.
On the kids.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
Because
He
I
could have
think
launched
they learned
himself,
to
but
go, well, I got to stop sign.
didn't look that way.
And you have to expect, especially kids, there's always somebody. You know,
Yeah. No, I know what you're
I
saying.
get the concept and
Yeah,
everything like
yeah.
that.
Oh, here
This
we
is
go.
one of those moments. I was just, please score.
Come on, kid. Oh,
I was just about to say, this is one of those moments where you get a shorthanded goal out of nowhere. Game feels over, and then you
And
just
you're just drinking everything.
change it all.
You're-
No,
you're
but that,
drinking everything.
that was right.
Just let it happen.
I didn't even say it.
Oh, you did. You said, "What's this?"
Yeah.
Oh boy, there's the save.
Jake looks good. Just calm and.
Was that Ehlers again? Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's fine.
Look out! Look out! Oh man, that lane was wide open to find Connor right in front.
Jake's just is waiting on the shots.
Yeah.
That's when you know he's on, right?
Yep.
He's getting there early.
That's had to be offside.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Give him a little something.
Who's he going up to?
I didn't see who
Harley.
it was.
It was Harley.
It was Harley?
Yep.
He gave him a little something.
Yeah, I give him a hack after the whistle.
This half a beer is really getting to me, lads.
You haven't done half of it yet. Yeah.
It's half.
That's called half of a half.
Yeah, half of a half.
Yeah.
That would be a quarter.
Didn't realize these beers were so big.
Hey, nearly half of the all games in postseason have been comeback wins. Nearly half.
Really?
Yep, that's what it said.
Wow.
That's what you said. 48%.
Yeah, and I said, and I asked everybody the other day, like, what do you think the reasons are? I didn't hear the reason I wanted to hear, but
What was your reason?
I want to know how many were at home.
I don't.
No, that's what, you know what I mean? Maybe that has something to do with it. We talked about the lack of, or the higher skill of these guys as well. The no hitting.
I just think its desperation levels are just totally different now. I feel like when teams get down, they just take over games now. I don't remember seeing that.
And scoring in succession too, right?
Yeah.
Real quick after seems to be a bit of a trend. Yeah, because down 3, even though it is against the Jets, right? You still believe that this is a team that could come back.
Yeah.
It's
Find a way to get one.
Well, if,
Yeah.
you know, they get that one from Jamie where he doesn't elevate. If he gets that in late second period, you're feeling pretty good.
Oh.
But this is their the Jets' fifth power play of the game. That's a lot of time shorthanded.
So, Sevy, I asked Luds this pregame. What is your take on why the Stars are taking so many penalties lately? Because it's like night and day from the regular season to the last month of the regular season and now.
Yeah.
Any idea?
Like we said, if you look at the high stakes, the cross checks, it's discipline.
Yeah.
And going back to their team that won, like
It's a
the
hand
discipline
pass.
that
We're going to
they
get
have
immediate timeout out of this.
is
as
unbelievable.
The Stars are down 3-0.
Not getting
early
excited,
third
not
period
over chasing,
in game
not
2
reaching,
here on
just
Victory
being
Plus
smarter.
Isn't that
and
surprising, though, for a team that has so many
Yep.
veteran
It is
leaders
surprising.
and everything?
Yeah,
Like,
I think it is really surprising.
I mean, we're seeing the Duchesnes and Benz and Marchmans taking these penalties.
Yeah. Well, Marchman.
Yeah, of course, but not like, you know, you're not seeing the rookies taking a ton of them and everything. I just don't really understand it that much.
Super chat from Revy Two Hands. They're all sexy. Thank you.
Bing bang.
Is that about us or about the team?
Reed Thomas with a Haskin at 99. Do we need the lady announcer from Game 1 who sounded like she was announcing a spelling bee to come back for good luck?
That font getting smaller.
Yeah. Both.
Hell yeah.
I think it's the
Bing
Bud
bang.
Light. Christopher
I don't
H.
like beer, but I like Bud
with
Light.
a Lundqvist and year after the cup. Beer chugging leads to the Stanley Cup one. Leads to the Stanley Cup one bouncing into a pool at a house party. Oh, okay. I don't. That's just weirdly written, but
Stanley Cup
I get what they're
Bing
trying to say.
bang.
Bouncing into a pool.
Rugs. Remember
You remember
Fabian
that?
Brunstrom.
You remember that?
Lodge what?
You guys, Ruggs says, do you remember Fabian Brunstrom?
Oh yeah,
How could you forget?
He was here about 3 weeks ago.
he was.
Right for
Bing
He
bang.
got
really?
robbed. He
Wasn't
got
it for your
robbed
alumni?
By, he got robbed
What?
by Kari
For all-
3 times in a row in the alumni game.
Oh no, you did play
It
that.
was
Reggie
Sunday.
Dunlop?
Was that a Sunday night or
with
something?
another Brennan Smith year after the cup. Is
Yes,
Rope
so I have
playing
to-
tonight?
Yeah, I had to work, so I couldn't.
Nice job.
Yeah.
You come down before.
Yes, he is.
I have, but because my back.
Oh,
was
we're
all jacked
showing.
up.
They're showing Hellebuck
That
again.
day, yeah, that's I couldn't
According
come-
to the
couldn't play.
ESPN broadcast, warming up his eye muscles. Look at.
Oh, okay.
They love that, don't they?
So we talked to Jake about this, Owen, right? Do you
Yeah.
remember talking to Jake? He says, "Why is he doing it in front where everybody can see?" You know, because Jake does a lot of
Jake
that
has
stuff
all
too.
sorts of different tools that he uses to get himself warmed up in
Somebody
that
wrote,
way.
somebody
He
wrote
just
an
says he
article
doesn't do it
about
in
it.
front of the cameras.
I wouldn't blame him. Let him do his work behind the scenes.
Yep.
There's
Five
Rope.
guys right back there. They all move in unison too.
Yep.
Like they got the rope tied to the hips.
Matthew, I will say that the discrepancy in power plays is not because of the officials. It is because one team is taking far more penalties than the other.
What's that?
I don't know if I can look at many penalties.
Hey, do we have a show tomorrow?
No. Off day.
And then the game on Sundays
Except
at
for-
like 3 o'clock
Yeah.
or something?
3:30. 2:45 pregame
I
show.
believe we're going to speak to Peter DeBoer at the airport tomorrow.
I mean, you're going to go meet him at the airport?
Yeah.
Are you
I just
serious?
go and I grab his luggage and help him to his car.
That
Hold
doesn't
up your
surprise me.
sarcasm sign.
Sarcasm.
I mean, is it set up that he just goes inside? And
He just
has
goes in the
chat?
little premium
Yeah.
flight support or whatever
Yeah.
and talks to us. Yeah.
Oh,
They
I
have
see
to-
what, because the afternoon game you're saying.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, they do that. They have to talk every day in the playoffs.
They must.
They have to be
Yeah,
made
well, they have
available.
to have- they
loves
have to
it.
be
He
made
loves the
available.
media.
He does not. He does not like the media. He loves when Sevy pops in a question every once in a while. He doesn't like hearing from me and Robert and Leah and Mike.
No, you guys
every
do
day.
great. It's great.
I just love. I just love Mike. Mike doesn't even ask questions anymore. Mike just says sentences
I know it's
and then just hopes the person answers it.
It's having a conversation.
I love it. It's awesome. And they're like, "Is there?
I don't
who
get-
said
yeah,
it?
I
Is it
didn't-
Tyler? Maybe
yeah, we
someone was
go
like, "Is there a
downstairs
question?"
just listen
It was, I think it was either Tyler or Harley said
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Like, well, not really.
Just a scrum. Yeah.
Not that. We just go into a room.
No, we don't. We're not allowed.
I stick.
No, they don't let us do that.
Do they?
It's just
We're gonna let it
Razor
move.
and Josh.
Oh,
He doesn't want to answer it anyway. He doesn't want to tell you anything. So
It's all right. Very, yeah.
yeah, which is fine. I get it.
icing. Yep.
Luds needs to strip to his underwear and put on the moose hat.
Sorry, there ain't any underwear under there.
What about the moose hat?
Just letting you know.
You didn't put on the antlers last game.
I don't. I know. I'm, that's for the end.
He had a hat trick
That I know that,
for
but
the end, like celebrating.
yeah,
I got you.
you can't overdo things.
Oh, I feel you. Otherwise, we're gonna have nowhere to go.
But
Like I had a beer. Now what? Next game, I gotta have two.
there's only one place for you to go. Go lay down
To
right over
bed.
on that couch.
Hey
right
Sam,
over
the
there.
Texas Stars are now into the second overtime.
Wow, it's a good game.
Good comeback.
That's what 2-0.
They're trying to close out Grand Rapids, and they're going to take a
Oh,
both.
they go both.
Yep. Ehlers and Harley.
I didn't even see there was a fourth
That's a good
Jets player
trade-off
in there.
for Winnipeg right now. You don't need Harley not on the ice.
Yeah.
Spotter, he's got some advice. See him?
We are at a media timeout halfway through period number 3. Time for Luds' favorite game. We're calling it the Red Light Musical Chairs.
Red light. Red light.
Where's everybody going? We're all
Oh,
going.
were you? Oh, that. Oh, you can't. I forgot. You can't say that. I don't know why you can't say that. They're people too.
What do you mean? Does Sevy talk really quietly, or does he talk louder than I do? This is a weird view over here.
No, you just talk all the time.
I've never seen this side of your face.
Really?
No.
Does it look different than the other side?
It's decent. It's 50-50.
Yeah. Wait, you're leaving now too? What do I do?
I'm not leaving.
Are we on break? What do you mean you're not leaving? Where are you going? Oh,
Go back in my chair.
what's that? Everybody's had to get up and go have a pee and get a beer or something, right?
I got a beer. Almost done with it.
pretty quiet upstairs.
They're watching a movie.
Are they really? No, you're not. Come on.
No. They're watching basketball, I think.
Really? Are GMs not even watching the
Oh,
Stars?
no, the
game?
Stars are on. There's 3 TVs up there, though. They got our show on, they got the basketball, and they got the hockey.
I don't know what to say, Sam. I don't know what to say about this game.
It's not a good one.
No.
It doesn't feel like a
But
good
it's the
one.
playoffs.
It happens.
Well, you play
You're gonna,
someone.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a bummer when you see one where you just don't look like you have anything. You know, like.
And you got to remember,
But
they're the
you got
best.
to give it
They
to
were the
Winnipeg.
best team in the league.
Yeah, you got to give it to them. It's not like Dallas has just been turning the puck
Look at
over like
KFC
crazy.
guy.
Yeah, they love KFC up there. Look, he's got Ottinger and Rantanen on his chicken bucket. Next game, you got to have one of those KFC buckets in your head.
Why do I always got to be that guy?
That has the bucket on your head?
Or anything.
You do it yourself. It's not. It's not. You don't have to. You just show up wearing ridiculous
I'm
things.
comfortable in my own skin.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's why I show up wearing no underwear and flip flops, giving people free feet shows. We got.
We
you remember
could,
the days?
we could change that.
Do you remember the days?
Do.
Yeah, I was showing the bums, showing cheek, Holland Cube. Uh-oh, that's not what you want.
How many
That's
is this
Shifley
make now?
Connor. Ooh, that is a perfect example though of what they do so well. That quick turnover, and all of a sudden somehow it's always Shifley and Connor on a 2-on-1 every time. They didn't even get a shot off though. That's a win.
Oh boy.
Turning this into a track
There he
meet.
is again.
There you go.
Jake was all over that. Oh, Jake's coming out. 8 minutes to go.
5-on-4.
Interesting.
I don't think they wanted that to be a whistle, though.
Oh, they can win face-off.
I love watching goalies sitting on the bench. It's hilarious.
With 8 minutes to go in the game.
It's a Patrick Waugh move.
Yep.
I'm not sure I'm so comfortable with this. Like, that goal kills the game.
Yeah.
It kills it. But I get it. I mean, I understand it. I just don't know if I could do it that early.
So I think he said if they're not creating scoring chances or
I
not,
get it in the offensive zone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that, I suppose. Oh,
Well,
your eyes are watering. Oh,
I
my
chugged that
God,
at the end
I know.
there. Had a little hiccup. Let's put one in here.
Somebody's got to shoot the puck at the net. Mikko, shoot the puck. You're hot. If anybody hasn't told you that, you're hot.
What was that? Swing and a miss.
There's a shot.
nice.
Racing.
Always gassed.
Yes, Bailey. That was 20 seconds or less. Your turn.
Ah,
Your
not
turn.
Not a chance.
Your turn.
It was definitely not 20 seconds.
20 seconds or less. We want to see video.
Oh, Andre's
Post it
back
on
in.
Twitter and send it. That's interesting because it's an icing.
Ooh, lost the draw. They put Jake back in the net? I
Yeah,
think they did.
They did. Curious now to see if
He's got to do it at some point. They're down
he goes
3.
again. It was just interesting to do it just for that one quick burst. Maybe he just wanted that line.
Well, and maybe a little better advantage 5-on-4 versus 6-on-5.
Yes.
More room.
All right, Bailey. Good luck. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Is that the U.S. backup chant?
They have taken away that stretch pass, eh, lads? I haven't seen it at all, really.
Yes, I believe it is. Now I'm sure it is. That got way louder.
Oh,
Christopher, I'm a former goalie too. I'm allowed to say it.
Yep, that's yours.
This is, I'm not sure if this is just a line change, but this is Ben Marchment Steele.
Oh, yeah.
Starting to mix it up a little bit.
I got blocked in front again.
Good forecheck there, though.
By the way, if you're whether you're watching in on YouTube or on Victory Plus, we have a full DLS Stars post-game show after tonight. It'll be Craig Ludwig, Sam Nestler, if he stays awake.
Yeah, we'll
myself,
see. Eh?
John Anderson,
No
our
yawning,
producer,
because I know Seth calls
and
me
Sean
out for
Shapiro
it.
will be joining us
Oh,
remotely.
Sean's hanging?
Sean is coming in for the post-game
Good.
tonight.
Let's make him talk more time.
Sevy will be
We'll
skedaddling.
be on the
Sevy goes to
tollway.
bed.
We'll be on
You
the
got to get up
tollway.
early Saturday, too?
No, I'm not. I don't start till 9.
It is immediate timeout, the third one of period number 3. Never take 75. Always the tollway.
It's too long.
Too slow.
When are we getting a coffee, Seth?
The what?
So when are we getting a coffee?
You need a coffee.
No, not right now.
Oh,
When are we getting a coffee?
what you talking about? Whenever
That's a
you
weird
want.
way of asking him to go get coffee.
No, we were going to get one a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't.
No,
So we got to get
you
one.
avoided me.
I did. I
You,
bailed.
yeah,
on
you did
I'm
bail.
pretty sure I went to the hospital.
Wait, did you bail on
Oh,
him?
now you're going
Something
to
I
pull
did.
the
So you
hospital.
I went to the
bailed on
hospital.
Luds, and then you bailed on Seb.
Yeah.
Luds,
We seen
I
a
was trying to
pattern
go.
here.
You see this?
I was trying to go
pattern.
with this guy to go watch hockey at a bar and have a beer. He tries to change it to having a beer at 3 o'clock in the afternoon after our show. I was like, I respect it, but I was going to watch
I'd
the
be
game.
curious if he feels that story is accurate, because I
That's
feel like what he
word
said
for
was
word
different.
what
There's a
happened. Nope.
start time for Luds.
Yeah,
And
he
it
literally
ain't
said
7
after our
o'clock.
show, he said, "Let's go get a beer," and I was like, I was kind of going to watch the hockey, not for the beer part, you know. But I still owe him. I didn't bail on you. Get out of town. You bailed on me. You said you had better things to do.
Oh,
A little appendicitis.
you know-
we can't have a coffee.
Seb, you know what they say about trends?
So soft, eh? I got a little lost my appendix.
Did you?
You? No. What did you have?
Oh, yeah, I had it.
Yeah.
I got it
Suck it up.
sliced out. I did. I came back. I came back to work way too early, and I got an infection.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Sorry for bringing it up. Then.
No, it's okay. I wanted to be back with the boys.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah, I do know.
it's very, very lonely.
I don't know, Seb, if we make any sweeping pronouncements about this game, but in this third period, other than Wyatt's shot 4-on-4, the only player with scoring chances is Cody Ceci.
Yep.
Down 3-0. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Winnipeg
credit
has been
to-
good.
To their structure, more so than the Stars necessarily, but they have not gotten interior at all.
Bailey, I appreciate the respect saying that I've had a couple beers. I've had one beer. It just looks that
Yeah, but
way.
the equivalent is a lot more for you.
It's the first beer I
Right.
had since the Christmas party, so
Right, but one for you is the equivalent of
yeah, probably 3.
5 for Sev.
For Sev, yeah. For Lud's equivalent of 28 to a 30 rack, maybe.
They got the wave going. Here we go. No. Hellebuck has been too good too as well, even though Stars
UT
haven't
Rage, do
generated.
you remember when you thought Dodonov had a great chance? What time of the third? Are you talking about Dodonov's big chance in the second period? Yeah, see. No. We're not talking about the game. I'm talking about in the third period. Dodonov's chance came in the second period. A really good one, too, was on the rebound of the Harley shot. That was a huge save by Hellebuck.
Puck bobbling.
One of those
Is that
goes
the glove
in,
one?
maybe a different story.
Jake's on the bench. 5 minutes to go.
It's the Bud Light.
You can't let it go, though. Too tight quarters.
Yes, we appreciate it. Even down here in the cheap seats.
Is it cooler in Victory Plus?
Yes.
We
Oh,
got-
I have it like a meat locker.
Yeah,
I complain
we try
about
to
it.
do it, but I think the windows
Yeah,
are great. It looks cool, but sun just burns through here.
it's Texas.
We got to resolve it before we're in here doing shows in June.
Well, we were doing it in August, and
Yeah.
it was as hot as
That-
it was
that
going to
was-
be.
That was tough.
So you guys still 4 days a week, and you'll be 5 days a week, even
All
in
year
the
round.
summer.
Yep. Luckily, it's just Monday through Friday, obviously, so
And the show's an hour.
predictable. Yeah.
Show's an hour.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll be calling you.
Yeah, we'll be needing you
Yeah.
to come in. Yes.
He just left.
He left. He went home.
I don't know where he is.
Oh, I know exactly where he is. Yes.
Oh,
Get
he's
in
got
there.
his DLLs
Get in there,
one.
right in front of the camera there.
That has to be from the U18s.
Down on a knee.
but
Chug
with
it.
the DLS
Oh, it's got
on
a
it.
straw on it too. How many is that?
That is only 2.5.
Wow. I hope that's gone by the time this game ends.
Are these for sale?
Oh, Bloods. Your screen just ruined it for me.
Oh.
Is it an empty net?
Yep. I think Ehlers is going to score here, guys.
And then look
That's
at
what I
look how he
predict.
does it. Just a
it a
wild
spin around-
wild spinning
spinorama?
slap shot.
All right. They get a split, though, folks.
Yep.
They get a split.
You know what they got to do?
Remember,
They
they
gotta
just came
do-
there for one game, right,
Yeah.
Sevy?
They got to do what I forgot to do when I went to the John earlier, which is flush it. That's what they got to do here. This was a bad game. Give credit to Winnipeg.
The worst part is he didn't hold up the sarcasm sign.
Oh no, I don't have any sign. Credit to Winnipeg. They played very, very well. But this is a stinker. This feels like that game 4. Colorado.
And you take this all the way back to the first period, right? The way they started. Penalties.
Penalties.
Yep.
It's tough. I mean, they
didn't give up much 5-on-5 early.
they
and-
haven't in the playoffs, right?
Well,
Like,
against this team.
but just in general, it just feels like the
I mean,
5-on-5
the
has been-
Avalanche created chances 5-on-5.
but there weren't a lot of their goals. Like, just it feels like if they just can figure out a way to stop taking so many
I don't know what you're
penalties.
saying.
I'm saying
Because
that they
a guy got fired because they didn't score enough power play
Yes,
goals. So
that's
it was 5-on-5.
very true.
I think you've had too much of your Bud Light.
Didn't they score a power play goal? Like 4 power play goals? They just didn't score in the last 2 games. They scored a power play goal, I think, in the first 4 games.
I don't think it was all 4. Right. The great thing about this, and we'll talk about it in our post-game show, is they already earned the split. You're not trying to punt here, but
You put Morrissey back on the ice, Sevy?
I wouldn't.
Nope. I wouldn't either. I wouldn't put Shifley back out there.
what about Healers?
Well, that's not a Shifley or
That's
a
not a
Morrissey.
high-end guy, even though it is a pretty good player.
No.
Even with all the wincing he's done?
You don't put 2 guys that were injured and
No,
2 of
I
your best
understand.
guys.
Yeah, well, and I think you said
You would
him, too.
love it if one of them are out there.
Thank you, Sev.
Oh, we got some Jets fans jumping in here.
Well, they're riding the roller coaster of emotions of the playoffs,
Yeah.
right? They lost. They feel terrible. Now they win one. They feel like you're never going to lose again.
Steve said I said 4-0 Stars. What I meant was 4-0 Stars lose. Good cover. Well done. You know what I'm going to need before the post-game show is a little chapstick.
What do we need?
Let's get a little dry, little chapstick. It's a little dry in here. You a Burt's Bees guy or a chapstick guy?
Doesn't Mando have some kind of...
Neither.
You're not. You're just
Suck it up, Buttercup.
raw lips.
Raw
Suck
lips.
it
You're
up,
just raw
Buttercup.
dogging the lips over there.
Chapstick. Sarcasm. Yeah, chapstick.
Sarcasm.
Just get one, right? Like,
You know what, Sam? They say that if you're feeling particularly dried out, you should be drinking more water.
I got it.
So they say, hey, these guys, when you were up there, did you swim today or did you not? Oh, okay, because they said you were lying. They said you fib a lot.
Oh no, I do fib a lot, but not about that.
Well, they have a kiddie pool over there at your apartment complex?
No, it was that actually my pools are all closed. It was at Lifetime.
Luds, he's swimming in the hot tub.
Yeah,
One side to the other.
it's more of a pivot. There you go. Late power play
Who
to
was
bury
that?
one here. It was
Penalty
Beck.
to Colin Miller here with 1:19 to go.
Who was that with?
Oscar
Steele?
Beck,
Oh.
according to the stat sheet. I don't know.
Yes, it was. It was Beck.
Well, this is where you can get a goal at the end. Spotter's on call.
Break the goose egg.
Yeah.
Spoil it.
Find something.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
By the way, if there's some of the guys that were at today's Sevy Nooner, shout out to you guys for watching tonight. I know a few of
Who's
you
there? The names
said
come
you were
up?
going to watch.
Oh.
Feel free to hop in the chat if you're on
somebody
YouTube,
was
if you're on
typing in
Victory
over
Plus,
there?
of course.
Well, I'm looking on the right side.
That's not
seeing
part of
what's
the
on
chat.
it. I can't see.
see that?
No, I can't. Can you?
No. I mean, I can.
I see colors.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I see.
Superman couldn't see some of that stuff up there.
Oh,
See, I
Nice
just
look.
there you go.
Rip
Shoot it.
I don't know why you don't like just try to hit Lowry right in the ankle. There should be no other. Just right now, drill him
Yeah,
right in
just
the
send
ankle.
it, yeah.
The shot, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I ever did that, Luds. I don't think that I can remember blasting someone in an ankle. Have you done it? Yeah, you said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
The ranting and passing is quite
did he
something.
just save that too?
Yeah, on hints.
Ah. The only good news here is that if there's a game 5, there's a chance I get to go. So
Why is there just a chance?
What do you mean? If there's a
Don't
game
you
5,
know?
I'm saying now that it's
there will be a
is-
game
there
5.
will be a
if they
game
win
5.
this one.
I don't know yet.
It's gone right to your head.
No, I'm saying
You
that.
didn't know there was a game 5.
No, I did. That's my point. Now that it's over, there's a game 5. There wasn't if the Stars won this.
You know, for the last 10 minutes, I couldn't think of the word polygraph. You guys were saying lie detector, and I go, there's a name for it. And I just blanked, and I just came up with polygraph. I don't know why it took me so long.
You s-
Bing
saying we
bong.
want to polygraph someone here?
All right, let's wrap this up.
Wait,
with the
that's
Super
a
Chat.
Bailey's
third one
back.
for him.
Bailey with more than 3.
No.
A DeSmith 99 cup
was-
here.
that was
Lud's
close.
scared of being alone. Get him a cold one.
I'm afraid of being alone.
That's what the Super
Bing
Chat
Yeah,
says.
bong.
it was when I.
Revy Two Hands, a Brendan Smith year after the cup. I saw a mud crab earlier. Filthy creatures. Mud crab?
Bing bong.
Crab in the mud? It said mud crab. Chris Canada with a DeSmith 99. Who,
I want you to catch this. Very important.
who does, I lost, John's covering the Super Chat. Who does Miro pair with Sunday if he returns? Anybody?
He thought it was his.
All right, next
Right here.
Read it.
Bing bong.
next one.
Well, you're not doing a very good job.
R-Dubs
You
with
can't
a
multitask?
Lundqvist and year after the cup. I really, really dislike our captain play or lack thereof.
Yeah.
All right.
I would say on tonight you could probably pick a couple other guys too. I mean,
The question before while you were throwing hats was, if Miro plays Sunday, who does he pair with?
Lindell. But I don't think he's going to play.
I don't think he's going to play either. Huge thank you to our presenting sponsors on the watch along, Bud Light and Happiest Hour. And of course, Sevy for being here.
Thank you guys. Yep. See you.
Always a
see,
pleasure
if
to
you
have
wouldn't
you.
have said nothing, he'd have just dazed right into the postgame show.
That would have been good.
He'd have never.
Thank
even
you to
known
Victory
it.
Plus, everybody joining on Victory Plus. We will be
No,
on Victory
Sevy's
Plus
like,
and
"That's not
YouTube
true. I've been waiting
for
to
our
get
full
out of here."
post-game show
I got the ticker
in mere
counting down.
minutes. So check us out. Post-game
Debbie
show
nearly finished
with
all the
Luds,
chips.
Sean,
Did you crack them
Sam,
bag of chips?
me, John. Coming up. Oh, we got another super chat from Paul.
Half a bag left.
All right, Paul, you can wait for the post-game show
Post-game show.
here on
Coming
DLLS.
at
Thanks
you.
for joining us tonight for Game 2.
I got to go to the bathroom.
We're not going home.